Hey guys, welcome. If you are new here, my name is Violetta Alexis. I am a professional tarot reader and studying to become a professional astrologer. If you are not new here, welcome back, dragons. How are you? So good to see you as per usual. Keep in mind that I am having a 50% off sale that is lasting from now until next week. So just visit www.violettaalexis.com. That information can be found right here or in the description box below, and you can enjoy your 50% off all personal reads. Until then, also, I am selling crystals, jewelry, and tarot cards. If you guys are interested in something like that, you can go ahead and put an order in. Also, if you are not, make sure that you're following me on my Instagram and or Twitter. That information is also right here and also in the description box below. Keep in mind, you guys, it is your guys' almost last chance to go ahead and sign up with Gigastar. If you want to make potential revenue from my channel, my actual YouTube channel, if you want to be invited to my private Discord, and if you want to have access to exclusive perks, make sure that you click the first link in my bio. It's going to say become a more personalized part of my channel. You're going to click that link. This is with Gigastar. Go sign up, and then the rest will work itself out. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the signs. Hello, Aries. How are you? Welcome to your reading. Let's just go ahead and cut to the chase and get right into your cards. So we have the King of Wands for your energy. We have the Moon for what's affecting you the most. We have the Two of Wands in reverse for where you need to be focusing your energy. And the Five of Swords for what's about to go well for you that you do not see coming. I'm not going to flip over the spiritual messages until we're finished clarifying these cards. But at the bottom of the deck, we do have nature and we do have gifts. At the bottom of this deck for your foundational tarot cards, I have the Magician in reverse and the Empress in the upright. So to me, with this King of Wands, this is telling me that you're feeling brave, you're feeling ambitious, you're getting ready to take some kind of dream, talent, gift, skill, or ability, and you're ready to put it into good use. So there could be something that you're pursuing in the near future. Maybe it's love, maybe it's business. Whatever it is, you're going to ace it. The King of Wands is somebody who gets done. So I feel like that's what you're doing. I feel like this is going to be a proud moment is what I'm hearing. Like there's some kind of proud moment that you're about to have in regards to something that you're going to pursue. And obviously we're going to clarify to see. Then we have the Moon. Now this is what's affecting you the most. I would very much pay attention to your dreams and your intuition at this time, because I feel like maybe there's something that you're not quite picking up on that your dreams or your intuition could actually draw you towards. Oh my God, I am so sorry about that. Hopefully you guys did not hear my phone just go off. And then the Moon can also talk about like our subconscious, what we don't see. It can talk about like PTSD, repressed emotions, things under the surface. I'm kind of wondering, because the way that I see the cards, I see the King of Wands looking away from the Moon. And so I'm wondering if you're trying to kind of distract yourself with something, maybe distract yourself with love, distract yourself with some kind of financial pursuit or business pursuit in order not to really like look at this Moon situation, or maybe you're trying to disregard your feelings for something or someone. The Two of Wands in reverse. This can talk about, where you have a lot of potential. This is what you need to focus your energy on. So this can talk about where you have a lot of potential, but it's saying, hey, what about a plan? Like there's a plan that you need to put in place. This can also talk about needing to leave your comfort zone, specifically in regards to either love, business, whatever it is. I definitely feel like playing it safe is not probably the way that you want to go. And also think about what it is that is going to feed you on a spiritual or a soul level. Like, what do you want for yourself, not what anybody else wants for you, per se? Like, are you doing something because you want to prove something? Like, well, ask yourself why you want something. Then we have the Five of Swords. So, this is what's about to go well. So, I'll be honest. If in the past you may have done something where you slighted somebody, you were rude to somebody, you were competitive with somebody and cut somebody down, if you were kind of ostracized for your past behavior in some way, I feel like there's going to be an option to resolve it. And I feel like some maybe negative karma will kind of be cleared out in some way. And for others of you, if somebody did this to you, you may receive some kind of apology, or someone may ask for forgiveness of some sort. Okay, so take it as it resonates. at the bottom of the deck, you do have the Magician in reverse and the Empress. This is interesting because I feel like you're kind of a high shooter, right? Like when it comes to maybe love, romance, business, whatever. Like you put a plan in motion and you bet on yourself and you go for it, right? Well, there's somebody here, okay? Now, if you're a feminine energy, then this may be reverse, especially if you're dealing with a masculine. But there may be somebody who's an empress here that you may feel like even you are shooting too far for the stars. Um, and whether you say you are shooting too high or you say you're not shooting high enough, you're right. Either way, it depends on where your mindset is at. There's a little bit of self doubt when it comes to either getting someone that you're very attracted to, or if it's a partner, maybe you feel like you're dating out of your league. Hey, we've all been there, and if that's not what it is, if this is about like creation, maybe you need to sit down with yourself instead of focusing on like the distractions of life and create from a place of peace. So let's go ahead and clarify. Tell me about that. Oh my goodness, tell me about that King of Wands for Aries energy. Tell me about that King of Wands for Aries energy. The Nine of Swords in reverse. Okay, I love the confidence. Wow, the Queen of Cups and the Five of Swords. Well, there's the Five of Swords, and then we're seeing the Five of Swords again. I'm not going to lie, this feels very reversed, okay? So I'm just going to say right now, for my feminine Aries, if you were dealing with a masculine, this may be very, very much reversed, okay? So just keep that in mind. Now, I kind of feel like this is a little bit about love. I'm not going to lie. I do think that there's a very strong sexual attraction that maybe you have for somebody that maybe you are very interested in pursuing in some way. And you're definitely like not in your head about it, but I don't think it's about your head. I think it's more about your emotions is really what the thing is. It shows me that there's this Five of Swords and there's this Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Is it about your emotions? Are you denying your emotions? Are you not trying to pay attention to your emotions? Because that's very much what it feels like. It's almost like you're trying to deceive yourself when it comes to the feelings that you have for someone or something. I'm just saying, because and the reason why I feel like that's true is because look, the moon is here, which tells me that your emotions are affecting you the most. So tell me about that moon energy. Tell me about that moon energy for Aries. Tell me about that moon energy for Aries. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Seven of Pentacles and the Tower. Woo! Well, let's talk about it, right? You are absolutely and 100% in your feelings about a person. That's what that looks like to me. I hate to make this about love, but that's what it feels like. It's almost like it feels like you're in quicksand and you don't realize how much it's actually affecting you. And it makes me feel like there's something from the past that you need to uh, speak on, maybe apologize for, or maybe you need to reconcile some kind of difference between you and another individual. It does kind of feel like past energy, I'm not gonna lie, but it's like you're maybe wanting to move forward, but life isn't really allowing you to move forward yet because there's something in the past that needs to be kind of cleaned up on aisle 5 before you can move forward. It doesn't mean that you can't continuously put one foot in front of the other, but that is always going to be a factor in the past. Um, this kind of is giving me this vision of somebody who's trying to fly and there's like molasses all over their wings, you know? That's kind of what this is giving me. I feel like there's something going on where you're needing to make a decision about where you're investing your time, where you're investing your energy, etc. Maybe you felt like you were very generous with your time and your energy or your money or what have you, and maybe it backfired. Maybe it blew up in your face. The King of Wands is your energy currently. The King of Wands can be somebody who has a bit of a hot temper, you know? They can be quick to anger. However, they don't hold on to it too long. And so there may be something that like changed, like there may be something in the past that changed where it was kind of out of your control in some way because something needed to change, because the Tower is about when you're not making the change and the universe or God wants to make it for you because you won't make the change. And so it looks like it's around like what you were investing your time and energy to. Maybe you feel like somebody deserved more of your time and your energy. You know, maybe you feel like they deserve less. I mean, I don't know. Really, only you can make that judgment call. 5 of Cups in reverse at the bottom of the deck. So something you're still maybe hanging on to on an emotional level. So then we have the 2 of Wands in reverse, and this is where you need to be focusing your energy. Tell me about that 2 of Wands in reverse for Aries last shuffle. The 5 of Swords. The 5 of Swords. Look at all these swords. 9 of Swords, 8 of Swords, 5 of Swords. A lot of like mental anguish. It's like a the physical manifestation of moving forward. But yeah, look, Judgment in reverse and the 10 of Cups. There's still something in the past. There's still something in the past that's affecting you when it comes to some kind of relationship that you have or had, even if you're in a relationship now. You know, it's like, I'm wondering if for some of you, it's that you felt like you kept somebody down or you're keeping somebody down in some way. Um, hmm. So it's interesting because it says what's about to go well is the 5 of Swords. I feel like this is an opportunity to apologize or for somebody to apologize to you, okay? Whatever it is. Now, I feel like you're going to need a game plan with this because you may have felt like you burned some bridges because maybe you didn't take accountability. You know, maybe you didn't reconcile your behavior, you know. I think that maybe you tried to let something die behind you, but it didn't like die in your heart, you know, not to be corny. So even if that's that somebody slighted you in some way or that you slighted somebody else, it feels like there needs to be some kind of game plan. Like you need to do something different than what you've done before if you want a different result. Otherwise, if you keep doing the same thing that you've been doing, you're going to get the same result. And I don't think that you want the same result. So instead of having to distract yourself from things, I think it's better that you just maybe deal with something. While something may have died in the past, okay, I feel like it has not, it's still living in your heart space. You know, I hate to sound super corny like that, but now for others of you, if this is a relationship, apply it as you may, right? But this feels very like love based. I definitely feel like you're going to be having some successes come November, right? It's like you're going to be having some successes come November, you know, it's going to be great, right? Um but it's more about like what's going on in your emotions that I think is really going to be affecting you here. I'm kind of wondering also with that moon card, this could represent like a lunar cycle. So maybe it's around the new moon in Scorpio, which is going to be, if you're at Aries rising, it'll be happening in your 8th house. And then we're going to have a full moon in Gemini, which would be in your 3rd house. Now, of course, check to see where your rising sign is, and that may give you some indication on what this is about per se. Okay. So let's take a look at that 5 of Swords. I feel like you're naturally a generous person, but I think that there are some insecurities that tend to trip you up sometimes, just like they do with everybody else. I don't feel like you're a bad person. I just, you know, or anything like that. It just feels like you're flawed like everybody else. Tell me about that 5 of Swords. Queen of Pentacles. 4 Swords in reverse, 9 of Wands in reverse, the Hermit. I have Aries, Leo, Sag, and I have Taurus, Virgo, Cap. Virgo again. I also have Pisces and Taurus and Libra. Wow. So there's a feminine here that maybe you gave up on. Maybe you gave in to. Whatever it is, it didn't seem to be doing you any good. You could have maybe stressed somebody out quite a bit to the point where they like maybe fell from their throne or they felt debilitated in some way. Or I want to get one more on this actually. Tell me about that 5 of Swords. Didn't fish their wish. You didn't fish your wish. I feel like this is an opportunity to reconcile something. Now, it definitely could be something to do with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn feminine energy, but just a feminine energy in general, it looks like. With that Nine of Cups in reverse, this could be somebody maybe that you used for selfish reasons, or that you were very obsessed with, like beating in some way, like, I don't know, competing with or beating, or like you were maybe a little vindictive or malicious or something. And I feel like it was all for selfish reasons. Um, I feel like that's not what you wanted, though. I feel like you wanted something else from this person, and maybe you didn't get it. And so I think that it's going to be a time where you and this person can reconcile something, okay? I really feel like the reality of it to me is that you actually think the world of this person. You know, sorry to tell on you, but it feels like you actually think the world of this person, but you doubt yourself. And so I feel like you're like distracting yourself a bit, you know. Let's go ahead and take a look at these messages. The first one is perspective. Yeah, so maybe you need to change your perspective a little bit. You know, maybe there was some jealousy that you had towards this person. Maybe you felt some weird competitive thing with this person where it's like, it doesn't need to be like that. Instead of working against somebody, work with this person, you know? And masculinity can be jealous of femininity. Femininity can be jealous of masculinity. You know, it's not just gender specific. And influence. Tell me about that influence card. The Four of Wands. Interesting. Then you have gifts and nature here. So I do feel like you have a lot of talents, gifts, skills, and abilities, but I think that the biggest thing is you needing to change your perspective on what's important to you and what you actually want to do with your life. I definitely feel like you're needing to put the shoe on the other foot when it comes to you and another person, and asked what was it that was actually influencing this decision that maybe you made, or the lack of decision. Was there like an issue, like a fear of commitment? Let me pull one more card. The Four of Pentacles in reverse was that two fours, which is an 8, which can talk about money. Was it about money? Were you influenced by money in some way? Were you influenced by money? Do you have a fear of commitment? Were you trying to break free from something? Was it that you were trying to influence this person and you didn't get what you want? I really want to say I think that by you having a difference in perspective than what you've had before is going to influence you to be able to break free from the things that have been holding you back in some way. Don't get me wrong. I feel like business, whatever you pursue in the month of November, I feel like you're going to get, but there's something back there that you need to reconcile with. And that's the only way you're going to move forward. Otherwise, that molasses on your wings, that oil spill on your wings, is going to keep you down for a while, at least emotionally. Okay. So, Aries, absolutely best of luck to you. Please listen to this quick message before I let you go, and talk soon. Bye. Thank you so much for watching. Keep in mind, I do have a 50% off sale for all personal readings that is happening from now until next week. So make sure that you guys check that out at www.violettaalexis.com. Also, if you guys want to make potential revenue from my channel, if you guys want to be invited to my private Discord, if you guys want readings from me, make sure that you click the link, the first link that you're going to see in the description box below, where it says become more of a personalized part of my channel with Gigastar. Click that link and sign up. It is for a limited time only. We don't have much time left, so make sure that you're signing up now. Also, make sure that you are following me on my Instagram and my Twitter. You can find the information right here on the screen. And also make sure that you are going to my website, violettaalexis.com. I do have personal readings for 50% off right now, and I also sell stuff like crystals, jewelry, and tarot cards. Thanks so much, guys, and I'll see you next time. Hello, Taurus. How are you? Welcome to your portion of the reading. Let's go ahead and cut to the chase and get right to these cards, okay? So, for your energy in November, we have the karmic release in reverse. For what's affecting you the most at this time is the Six of Swords in reverse. We have the Five of Wands for where you're needing to focus your energy. And then for what's about to go well for you that you don't see is the Four of Swords in reverse. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the Shaman, aka the Medicine Healer, in reverse, and we have the Six of Pentacles in the upright. And then I'm not going to roll these spiritual messages over until we are finished clarifying these cards. But at the bottom of the deck, I do have trust and connect to heart. So let's go ahead and take a look. So with the karmic release, but in reverse, it feels like you're very much holding on to something that is not good for you. The karmic release in this deck in the upright is letting go of something, and it actually feels good. It doesn't feel bad, right? It's like when you it's like when you've had to pee for a really long time and you finally let it out, right? That's not a bad release, right? Sorry, that was the best one I could think of. The karmic release in reverse is like, I'm holding this in. It sucks. I feel constipated. Sorry. I'm sorry, but that's what it looks like to me. So there's something that you keep holding in because you're holding on to it for some reason. It's like you won't let it go. And it looks like the rest of these cards are pretty much validating what I'm saying. The Four of Swords in reverse is what's, excuse me, the Six of Swords in reverse is what's affecting you the most. So once again, this can be a change like that's being forced on you in some way, but to me this makes me feel like you're refusing to move forward in a situation. It's like you keep beating a dead horse. You keep going back to the same dead horse that you've already beat, and you keep beating it again, and it's like nothing's changing. It's still dead, right? It's not going to come alive. And so it's the sense of you constantly repeating some kind of bad habit, some kind of bad pattern, and you're keeping yourself in a merry-go-round. I don't know why I heard tricycle in my head. Then for where you need to be focusing your energy on, we do have the Five of Wands. Well, this can talk about you needing a second opinion on something. This can talk about you needing to get together with a group or other people and needing to kind of brainstorm in regards to where you're at and what you're trying to do. Now, this could also be somebody who is fighting with you, and it's like, okay, we're not really getting anywhere. The Five of Wands can sometimes talk about people that are fighting, and everyone wants to be heard but nobody's listening. And so maybe this is telling you to listen more, you know. But we'll have to see. So then for what's about to go well for you that you don't realize, we have the Four of Swords in reverse. It's interesting because there's a lot of conflict here. And essentially a lot of mental conflict as well for you. And it feels like it's because you're holding something in. And of course, we're going to check that out when I clarify. But the Four of Swords in reverse, now this is what's about to go well for you. So no matter what sits in that spot, it's still going to go well for you. So the Four of Swords in reverse, this can be somebody who feels like they can't heal from something, someone who's constantly in their head, someone who needs a very much and well-deserved break. I feel like you're going to have an opportunity to possibly work on something behind the scenes. You might decide to shut everyone out, be like, "Get, I'm out of here," you know, and you might just kind of like isolate yourself a little bit. But I don't feel like it's bad, especially if you're a Taurus rising with the North Node going through your 12th house anyway. The 12th house is like where we go to rest, where we go to sleep. And sometimes it can be like working on things behind the scenes, like some kind of creative endeavor. So maybe that's where you're kind of going to be focusing here, which is what it looks like. And it's going to go well for you. It almost feels like a blessing in disguise. I think that for some of you, there could be some financial issues. There you got Taurus, right? Some of you are moon in Taurus for that to show up. Six of Pentacles is moon in Taurus. For the shaman in reverse to show up, aka the medicine healer in reverse, and the Six of Pentacles, this makes me feel like there's some maybe financial issues that you need to get under control, possibly. Maybe that's what's stressing you out. Maybe you need to change your financial habits. For others of you, it could be around your self-worth and your self-value, okay? Maybe even what you're putting into your mouth. Taurus represents the second house. Maybe you have moon in the second house. I don't know. Taurus represents the second house, which can talk about what we're putting into our mouths. So maybe some of you are like, oh my God, I'm so sick of this, I need to diet. Or maybe some of you need to gain weight. You know, who knows? It could represent a plethora of things, but usually this can be like finances, like needing to balance out your finances a little bit more. So without further ado, let's go ahead and clarify these cards. So I want to go ahead and take a look at your energy, which is obviously the karmic release in reverse. Spirit, can you please tell me about the karmic release in reverse for Taurus / shuffle? Yep. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So like I said, very constipated. I'm feeling like you're wanting to break free. I'm feeling like you're needing to break free. To me, This is you, like I said, holding on to something, holding something in, repeating cycles over and over and over again. I'm feeling like you've been repeating this same cycle for years. And whatever this is that you're holding on to, it's actually preventing you from moving forward, and it's actually blocking your success. Even if it's like, for instance, right, let's say that it is you keeping a person around you. Sometimes God will not give you your blessings because they don't want that person to benefit from it. Okay. And so I'm feeling like, even if it's not, it doesn't have to be a person. Maybe it's your bad habits when it comes to money. You know, God's like, I'm not going to give you any more money if you're going to treat it like that, you know? So it seems like there's something that you're needing to release that's keeping you kind of on stuck mode. And with that Two of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands, it's almost like, you ever seen like a fierce pit bull on a leash, right? And it's like he's got the spike collar and you're holding him back, you're holding him back. And what happens as soon as you unhook that leash? Right, right, he's gonna go swinging. I feel like as soon as you release whatever this is, I feel like your passions, your hobbies, your finances are gonna take off for you. So let's take a look at the Six of Swords in reverse for what is affecting you the most. Tell me about that Six of Swords in reverse for what is affecting Taurus the most at this time, please. Last shuffle. The King of Pentacles. So maybe it is finances. Maybe you have low self-worth, low self-value. Maybe you are tied up to something emotionally where you're actually sabotaging yourself or betraying yourself in some way. Now I'm hearing the 12th house again, which can talk about self-sabotage. The Six of Swords in reverse with the King of Pentacles. This absolutely could be financial. And, you know, maybe it's coming from your heart space. You know, sometimes we can do things, especially Taurus and Libra placements, but sometimes, you know, we can do things where we're not feeling worthy. So we try to find our worth elsewhere, right? So we go and spend a bunch of money, or we go work out, or we eat our feelings, right? So I'm feeling for some of you, it could be like a bad habit that is keeping you from being successful in your business. But I feel like it's coming from your emotional space. So it's like once you get a handle on that emotional space and figure out where those emotions come from, I feel like your money is going to do better, your 3D reality is going to do better. For others of you, you're hanging on to a person that actually isn't doing you any favors. You are actually overcompensating in some way, or you are overdoing it in some way. I feel like you are very engrossed in your emotions, and it feels like this person's keeping you stuck in some way. Now keep in mind, you know, you have free will, so this is still your baby, right? This is still your thing. So you're not being kept prisoner, right? At least I hope not. So it's like, I don't know. I think that you're going to be the one that needs to kind of take the reins and break the cycle yourself. Otherwise, it's just going to keep happening until you actually make the decision. But it has to be you. You have to make the choice. So let's take a look at that Five of Wands for where you need to be focusing your energy. Tell me about that Five of Wands, please. Tell me about that Five of Wands for where Taurus needs to focus their energy more. Last shuffle. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Maybe it's financial. The Five of Cups, the Four of Cups in reverse, the Death card. Yeah, something has to change. So Taurus, some of you maybe are having some financial battles. Some of you could be really bad with money. Maybe you feel like it's ruined your reputation in some way, or, you know, maybe you are just having issues with the IRS. Maybe you have issues with debts, taxes, who knows, right? There's maybe some bad decisions that you made in the past. But keep in mind, as long as you're doing something to change those patterns, as long as you're doing something to clean up the past, then who cares moving forward, right? As long as you are utilizing those lessons and applying them now, it's not going to be a big deal. And so for some of you, it could also be about, and I just said this the other day. I think I actually might have said it in this video with another sign, because I'm doing these kind of backwards. So I'm kind of flip-flopping all over with the signs. But the quote is, perfection is the death of productivity. Perfection is the death of productivity. So a lot of you are too afraid that something is not going to be perfect. And then maybe you work on something, right? Maybe you make a YouTube video and then you edit it, and then you're like, oh, I don't know, it's not that great. You know what? I don't know. This doesn't seem right, and this scene doesn't seem right, and it's not edited properly, etc. And then you just never end up uploading it. And like, imagine if we looked at it, if you did upload the video, right? Maybe you would have gained 100 subscribers from that video. And you have no idea, but you're never going to know because you didn't post it. So maybe there's a sense of you need to stop fighting yourself when it comes to perfection and just fucking do it. You know, excuse my French, because you may end up regretting it. What is the quote? I heard it from The Office, but I know The Office didn't like say it. Like, it's not originally from The Office. You miss 100% of the shots that you don't take, right? So then we have the Four of Swords in reverse. Tell me about the Four of Swords in reverse for what's about to go well for Taurus that Taurus doesn't see coming, please. Last shuffle. The Two of Wands in reverse, the Four of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, the Lovers, the Ten of Pentacles. Wow. Alrighty. So let's talk about it, right? So, Taurus, you're going to have a moment where you're going to be like, fuck the world. And you're going to kind of hide out a little bit. You may isolate a little bit, and you're going to start moving. You're going to start getting shit together. You're going to start realizing that you have a lot of potential in a certain area of your life, but you doing nothing about it is going to do nothing about it. So you're going to get this point where you're kind of probably forced a little bit to take a back seat and work on something that has potential, because the universe and God is asking you to break out of your shell. It's asking you to break out of the norm and do something that you've never done before, because you doing the same shit that you've always done is not going to get you anywhere. But doing something different is going to get you here. We have the Lovers, we have the Six of Wands, and we have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Now, the Lovers doesn't always have to represent a lover, okay? The Lovers can also represent like your higher purpose, your higher self decision. You making higher self decisions is going to get you higher self results. So once you finally accept your purpose and you make that decision, you may gain some fame. You may end up becoming in the public eye. Why? Because you took a chance. You're going to be appreciated for the work that you've done. The Ten of Pentacles at the bottom as well. So it's like, get your act together. You know what I mean? I think that a lot of this stuff is stemming from what's going on emotionally, you know? Just because this is Moon in Taurus, that's the emotions. And I kind of felt that earlier with that Empress in reverse and the Queen of Cups. And then we have the Six of Pentacles, like I said, which is Moon in Taurus, the shaman, the healer. And so I feel like you need a little bit of medicine. And I feel like the medicine is going to be you, yourself, and you working on the things that you're passionate about the most. And it could also be you getting your finances together. If you don't have your finances together, it's hard to focus on anything else. Am I right? Especially being an earth sign. It's like, oh. So your messages are the explorer, the creator. I love that, and then connect to heart and trust at the bottom. So, wow. So remember when I said like it's about your emotions? I feel like that's kind of what that's saying. Like, trust your emotions. If something doesn't feel good, you know, you guys are very underestimated when it comes to your guys' intuition. You guys have fabulous intuition, but it's usually felt in the body. So you guys will sometimes have visceral reactions to what your intuition is trying to tell you. And so I really want you guys to listen to that. If something isn't feeling good, if something is draining you, Four of Swords in reverse, if you feel like you can't move forward, karmic release in reverse, Six of Swords in reverse, you know, listen to that. Listen to that notion, because I feel like you have something, someone, or the someone could be you holding yourself back or someone holding you back. I feel like you need to get dirty with it. It's kind of what I'm feeling with this card. The Explorer is about like venturing out into the unknown. Like, what do you want to see? Where do you want to go? Who do you want to be? You know? Do you want to stay stuck being a, I don't know, a cashier forever? Not, there's nothing wrong with being a cashier, but like, if that's where you want to stay, then fine. But if you want more than that, then you're going to have to create it yourself, because there's something that you're probably going to be forced to create, because you're going to be forced to take a back seat, and actually there's going to be nothing else you're going to be able to do with your time but that, for some reason, is what I'm getting. So I don't think it's a bad thing. I feel like you're almost going to have this moment, like your Picasso moment, you know, like, oh my God, this is it, you know? So own it. Anyway, Taurus, I love you. The absolute best of luck to you for November. Make sure that you listen to this quick message before you go, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Thank you so much for watching. Keep in mind, I do have a 50% off sale for all personal readings that is happening from now until next week. So make sure that you guys check that out at www.violettaalexis.com. Also, if you guys want to make potential revenue from my channel, if you guys want to be invited to my private Discord, if you guys want readings from me, make sure that you click the link, the first link that you're going to see in the description box below where it says become more of a personalized part of my channel with Gigastar. Click that link and sign up. It is for a limited time only. We don't have much time left, so make sure that you're signing up now. Also, make sure that you are following me on my Instagram and my Twitter. You can find the information right here on the screen. And also make sure that you are going to my website, violettaalexis.com. I do have personal readings for 50% off right now, and I also sell stuff like crystals, jewelry, and tarot cards. Thanks so much, guys, and I'll see you next time. Gemini, how you doing? Let's go ahead and cut to the chase and get right to the cards, okay? So we have the 10 of Cups in reverse, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, we have the 8 of Wands, and then we have this blank card. Now, this blank card in this deck is about just basically using your own intuition to kind of figure out what that means. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the Karmic Soul Tribe, the family, and we have the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. I'm not going to pull the spirit messages until we're finished clarifying the rest of the cards, but at the bottom of the spirit message deck, we do have Taurus and we have House 1. Maybe some of you are Taurus rising for that to be there. Now let's go ahead and talk about this. With your energy, we have the 10 of Cups in reverse. This could be you guys simply putting on a brave face, putting on a smile when you feel like ain't shit going your way. You know, you could feel like you've been holding on, or you could feel like you've been going through the same cycles over and over and over again. Maybe it's just that some of you guys are going through some family issues. Maybe some of you guys are going through some kind of breakup. Maybe you're breaking up with somebody, you know, I don't know what it is, but whatever whatever it is, Jesus Christ, you guys are kind of feeling unemotionally supported. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, which is what's essentially affecting you the most. So this is repetitive cycles. This is you holding on to control, feeling like negative karma is popping up, or just feeling like you won't let go of the wheel, like you can't let go of the wheel. You have to get to this point where you have to simply trust God and you have to trust the universe and be like, you know what? Fuck it. You know, sometimes you just gotta carry around a bucket of fuck it with you. You know what I mean? Then we do have the 8 of Wands, which is talking about the energy that you need to focus on, where you need to take your energy and where you actually need to utilize it, and talk about it. The 8 of Wands, this is Mercury and Sagittarius. Now, this is all about talking, communication, moving forward. Maybe you're wanting to travel. I'm looking at these like kind of falling stars or shooting stars in some way, but it's interesting because it's like they're falling to the ground. Why did I just hear the rapture? The rapture? All right, I don't know, maybe you guys are some Bible thumpers. Okay, I don't know why I heard the rapture, but this is called the meteor shower. I feel like there's something that you need to drop a bomb on, and I'm not really sure what it is or who it is, but I feel like it's something that you're needing to talk about. I feel like you're needing to maybe write, or maybe you're needing to explore your mind a little bit more. Now we have this card. This is kind of like the blank card. This is like the I don't really freaking know card. I feel like there's more self-discovery here that you need to do, because there may be some self-worth or self-value issues, or maybe you feel like you haven't really been able to enjoy your life even though you felt like you've worked for it in some way, or you feel like nothing seems to be going your way. With that Karmic Soul Tribe and the 9 of Pentacles in reverse, this kind of makes me feel like, you know, there's this sense of you trying to prove yourself to people that really aren't about that life, or really aren't supposed to be in your life in some way. I feel like you keep trying to prove yourself to people that don't really care about proving themselves to you in any kind of way. And that could be why you're feeling emotionally unsupported. So let's go ahead and take a look. Tell me about that 10 of Cups in reverse for Gemini. The Moon in reverse. So there's the emotions again. There's the 4 of Cups. There's the Ace of Swords in reverse. So, you know, I mean, let's keep it real, right? I feel like you seem really, really disappointed by something or someone, but I feel like you're just keeping it quiet. You're not really saying anything. You feel like nobody has your back. You're not really trusting yourself anymore. You're suppressing these issues. You're suppressing these feelings, etc. I'm not gonna lie, you're being a little bit of a Debbie Downer. Now, obviously, if you have somebody that like died, or you're going through like a horrible breakup, like, look, dude, I totally get it, but this is like a, well, right? When you actually have opportunities available to you, when you actually have options available to you, but it's like you're not willing to make that decision because you're so focused on the negativity of the situation. It's like you're more so focused maybe on a problem than you are an actual solution. So it's like instead of looking at a problem like a problem, look at the solution to be able to solve the issue. You know, I know it's easier said than done. I really do. But it's kind of like, how do you eat a whale, right? One bite at a time. So, what is the next right step that you can take in order to resolve this? Now, we have the Wheel of Fortune here that I want to talk about. The Wheel of Fortune is in reverse, and this is in the section of what's affecting you the most. So let's see what that is about. We have the Page of Cups in reverse. Now, these could just simply be these repetitive emotional cycles that's killing your mojo, that's killing your sense of confidence. Because look at the bottom of the deck, dude. We have the Queen of Wands and the Eight of Swords. It's like this sense of you being this badass bitch, or you being this amazing person, this outspoken person, this person that's not afraid of their shadow, not afraid to shine their light either. But for some reason, you keep ending up with these ancient people, or you keep ending up feeling like a victim in some way because you can't trust yourself, or you keep proving yourself to people that don't even belong in your circle. You know? It's like, okay, what now? Because it's like it's getting to a point where you may be kind of doing it to yourself, and you may be doing it to yourself because a lot of the times you don't even trust yourself enough to believe what your intuition is essentially telling you, and you don't believe yourself enough, or you don't believe in yourself enough to allow your intuition to lead you into the right situations, the right people, the right places, etc. And stop silencing yourself. You have so many talents, gifts, skills, and abilities, but it's like, you know, once you go around the merry-go-round again, you get into this sense of, oh, poor me, or, you know, I'm not hot enough, or I'm not good enough, or, you know, and then you kind of like forget all of your aspirations. All of your other stuff kind of goes on the back burner. So stop screwing around. So then we have the Eight of Wands, which is where you need to be focusing your energy. So tell me about that Eight of Wands, please. The Nine of Wands in reverse. The Eight of Okay. So, you know, Gemini, with that Eight of Wands, the Nine of Wands in reverse, it's like there's somewhere that you need to go. There's somewhere that you need to go. There's something that you need to learn. You know, Mercury and Sagittarius, I mean, this can definitely be somebody who's very focused on like speaking their mind, somebody who's speaking their mind, somebody who's being very honest. Mercury and Sagittarius is very, very blunt, and they're usually hilarious. Let yourself shine a little bit. Stop trying to mold or conform yourself into something or somebody else just to fit in, or just to feel accepted, or just to feel loved, and then you wonder why you're walking around like those what are those masks, like with the clown faces, with the happy face and the smile, the frowning face, you know what I'm talking about, like the theater masks. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? Anyway, let me know in the comment section if you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, I feel like you need to bring this bitch back. You know, like, who is that person? Bring that person back. Because it's like, I feel like sometimes you forget who you are, you know? You need to go back here in your child. There's that lovers again. Okay, so this is you. The lovers is you. You need to remember who you are. You need to go back to that person before all of the crap, before you were abused, or before people made you feel like you had to conform in some way in order to fit in, or you had to do all this in order to be loved. Stop. Sometimes I feel like you literally forget your own power. So let's go ahead and take a look at this card. This is like a void card. I heard avoidance, maybe. So this is about what's about to go well for you that you don't really see coming. I feel like it's going to come out of the blue. The Knight of Swords and the Page of Wands, you're going to get a message about something. The Page of wow. 2 pages and a knight. The Seven of Cups in reverse. The Five of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, the Five of Cups is behind that Seven of Cups in reverse. I feel like something that you've been confused about, or something that you felt like was in a total haze, I think that you're going to get some kind of revelation about it. Now, this could be around like the lunar eclipse in Taurus, which is happening on the 28th you know, of October. I don't know when I'm uploading this, to be honest, but I feel like you're going to get some kind of news where you're like, oh my fucking God. Like, you're going to have this total epiphany, and I feel like it's going to come from another person, and it could simply be about you. It could be something that you end up learning where you're like, oh, what am I going to do with this information? You know, I feel like it's exactly what you need in order to move forward. And I don't know specifically what it's about, but I know it's serious. Like, I know it's something where you're like, oh my God. Let me actually clarify. What's the news? The Judgment in reverse could be about your path that you thought was dead or that you couldn't follow. It could be about an ex. It could be something where maybe somebody didn't take accountability for something, or they tried to gaslight you in some way, and then you find out, oh my God, I knew I was right. I knew I was right the entire time, because that lunar eclipse is happening in your 12th house if you're a Gemini rising. So it could be like you're having like a big revelation, or like a secret comes out, and it actually ends up making you realize, oh my God, I really can't trust myself, bitch. I was right the whole time. You know, it can be something like that. Your messages are Venus and conjunction. Can you tell me about the conjunction, please? The Wheel of Fortune. Oh my God. I feel like, you know, I don't want to be corny, but I find it interesting, right? So we have Venus conjunction in the Wheel of Fortune here. I mean, you really can't get much better. This is Jupiter, this is Venus, the two greatest benefics in astrology. I feel like something is happening. Like, your self worth is coming together with your hopes and your dreams and your wishes. Some of you could be taking a trip with somebody that you love. Somebody, you guys could be going on a trip and end up coming together with somebody that ends up like being the love of your life. It looks to me like you're going to find a new sense or a newfound sense of self-worth. I feel like with House 1 and Taurus, I feel like this is very much telling you to fucking pamper yourself. Pamper yourself, make yourself feel good, and that's it. That's all she wrote, okay? So, Gemini, thank you so much. Please make sure that you listen to this quick message before you go ahead and click out of here. And I love you, and the best of luck to you for November 2023. Talk soon. Bye. Thank you so much for watching. Keep in mind, I do have a 50% off sale for all personal readings that is happening from now until next week. So make sure that you guys check that out at www.violettaalexis.com. Also, if you guys want to make potential revenue from my channel, if you guys want to be invited to my private Discord, if you guys want readings from me, make sure that you click the link, the first link that you're going to see in the description box below, where it says become more of a personalized part of my channel with Gigastar. Click that link and sign up. It is for a limited time only. We don't have much time left, so make sure that you're signing up now. Also, make sure that you are following me on my Instagram and my Twitter. You can find the information right here on the screen. And also make sure that you are going to my website, violettaalexis.com. I do have personal readings for 50% off right now, and I also sell stuff like crystals, jewelry, and tarot cards. Thanks so much, guys, and I'll see you next time. Hi, Cancer. How are you? Welcome to your reading. So let's go ahead and take a look at these cards. We're just going to cut right to the chase, okay? So, hold on. Let me reset my thing here. Okay. So we have the Hangman, the Four of Cups in reverse. We have the World in reverse, the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Nine of Pentacles and the Six of Cups at the bottom of the deck. And we're going to take a look at these spirit messages once we finish clarifying. So we have the Hangman for that is your current energy. We have the Hangman, which is your current energy. So I feel like you guys are just kind of taking a back seat. You're like, well, let me take a backtrack for a second. I feel like you guys are just kind of chilling. I feel like you're very much observing things. You're kind of like wondering whether or not you should do something or what decision you should make, but you're realizing you kind of have to take a step back and look at the bigger picture or the perspective and realize, like, is the risk worth the cost or what have you, or is the cost worth the risk in some cases? You have the Four of Cups in reverse, which is kind of affecting you the most. There could be some kind of like, I don't know, where you were feeling sorry for yourself in some way. I feel like you were kind of feeling down in the dumps, or you are kind of feeling down in the dumps a little bit in November. But I feel like the reason why you're doing that Hangman is because you're trying to see this from a different angle. Like, it's kind of like that, you know, I'm almost getting like that saying, rejection is God's protection. I'm kind of getting like that vibe. Then we have the World in reverse, which is where you need to be focusing your energy on. So there's something from the past that you're needing to take a look at, and you're needing to kind of close it out yourself. It's kind of like that saying where it says you're going to have to close doors you never opened, or, you know, you're going to have to accept apologies that you never received. It can be something like that. Or it can just be like, okay, do I need to pick up on this old dream? Or how did this old relationship affect me? And how is it still affecting my self worth and my self value now? The Ace of Pentacles in reverse is about what's about to go well. So no matter what hits that part of my table, that is still what's about to go well that you don't see coming. So this is once again giving me that Ace of Pentacles in reverse is like an opportunity that was missed. Rejection is God's protection is kind of the vibe that I'm getting. Now you do have the Nine of Pentacles and the Six of Cups for what's at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like this is about you resting, relaxing, regrouping, and also appreciating yourself and giving yourself a little bit more love. This is Venus in Virgo, and when I'm recording this, Venus is actually in Virgo. So giving yourself a little bit of that love, maybe clearing your schedule a little bit, maybe focusing on the dreams and aspirations that you had when you were a child, the things that made you feel good. So let's go ahead and clarify these cards. So we have the Hangman here, which is very interesting. This is your current energy, so you may be kind of taking a step back a little bit. The Judgment, look at that. Damn. The Two of Wands in reverse and the Four of Pentacles in reverse. I'm almost getting like, stop being a pussy. Like maybe something to pussy about something. I think that you are getting ready to bring something back from the past, or this is very much about like your path and what it's going to cost to get there and the sacrifices that you may be needing to make and the big decision. This is like a huge decision that you're needing to make. I mean, this is a huge decision. And I'm not going to lie, Cancer, I feel like a lot of you guys are very much afraid to take that leap, but I feel like this is something that is so of vital importance for you because the Judgment is about like, hey, we're calling, God is calling, pick up the fucking phone. You know what I mean? Like, this is your path, you need to take it. And so it looks like to me in the month of November, you guys are having to kind of sit back and be like, okay, let me deflate a little bit. Let me breathe. Let me meditate on this because it's a huge risk that you guys are about to take. It could be something financial as well, like bringing you in some kind of financial abundance, but it's going to take you out of your comfort zone, whether you like it or not. So then we have the Four of Cups in reverse, and this is what's currently affecting you the most. So let's go ahead and look. Tell me about that. The Queen of Cups in reverse. Yeah. The Six of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. So two sixes. I love that. That means some kind of positive change is going to be coming up for you here. For some of you guys are going to read a book in the month of November or listen to a podcast that's really going to change your life in some way, especially like your emotional internal life. With that Four Cups in reverse and the Queen of Cups in reverse, this is making me feel like you guys have been feeling very fucking sorry for yourselves. To be very fair, like you don't trust something or you don't trust someone or you feel like emotionally wounded or emotionally spiteful or whatever it may be, or you're just feeling fucking down on your luck, and you may feel like it's been dragging you down in some way because I think that what you ended up doing was showering somebody with affection and attention and love and boosting somebody's ego, maybe letting them borrow some shmoney, I mean, I don't know, whatever the thing is. And maybe you feel like you got the shit under the stick, or you feel like somebody else is getting raised up and honored and loved on, and you're just over here like, what am I? And I feel like all of this is going to play out in exactly the way that you need it to. So just try to relax and like chill out a little bit and don't get so down on yourself. Then we have the World in reverse, which talks about where you need to be focusing your energy, Cancer. So tell me about that tell me about that World in reverse. Damn, okay. The Three of Cups and the Five of Wands in reverse. Well, I love this because this is making me feel like there's some kind of peace treaty a little bit, or there's some kind of financial opportunity where you're about to reconcile with another person, maybe from the past. Maybe this is what this is. Maybe you guys are looking at somebody different from the past and you're getting ready to bring somebody back, or somebody's coming back in your life where you're like, do I take this or do I not? It looks like some kind of financial opportunity, or it could be some kind of relationship opportunity. Whatever the case is, it seems like it's going to benefit you financially in some way. But it's almost like it couldn't work out in the past because you weren't quite ready for it, or it wouldn't have gone in the way that you have expected it to. With that Three of Cups and the Five of Wands in reverse, I feel like somebody is coming in peace. I feel like somebody's coming in peace. I don't feel like they're trying to be negative. I feel like there's somebody who's like, hey, can we talk about it? Can we work this out, etc.? And I feel like it's going to benefit you financially. So let's take a look at that Ace of Pentacles in reverse for what's about to go well for you. Tell me about that Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Ugh, bastard. Yep, told ya. The Page of Wands in reverse and the Ten of Swords in reverse. So, you know, a while ago, a long time ago, whatever the case is, you may have felt like something was delayed and you never got over it. Or you may have felt like somebody betrayed you and you never got over it. You felt like something ended and you never got over it. Why is this taking too long? Why can I not evolve? Why is my job not going well? Why is my relationship, whatever it may be, right? And now you're realizing that there's something bigger for you. Is because you had to learn something before you could grasp this huge opportunity. Like, honestly, could you imagine? Like, imagine this, right? Imagine that you are an astrologer on YouTube, right? But like you just started, right? You just started, you don't know too much, but you're kind of like in there. And then you hear that somebody wanted to collaborate with you during that time. And then they end up finding out, like, oh no, they're kind of new. Let's not do that right now. Like, you know, they're not that experienced. And then 2 years go by and now you're freaking killing it, right? And now you know what you're talking about. And now you're realizing, wow, I'm so glad that this 2 years went by because I know so much more. And then you get the same opportunity. And then it ends up like, you know, maybe you read for somebody else's astrology YouTube or something and they put you on the map and then you end up gaining all of these subscribers or something like that. Where before, where you didn't really know what you were talking about, you would have gained like maybe 10. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's astrology, but I think that you get my point. So your messages are messenger, serious energy, bringing harmony and balance. And then star ancestors, hidden secrets, lost wisdom, look a little deeper. And then we have star brothers, Horus protection, Horus energy protection, loyalty, safety, trust. And then I remember soul plan, the fated life versus the destiny life. So the fated life versus the destiny life can talk about when you're stuck at a fork in the road and you need to simply make a decision. We have the messenger here. So I feel like for some of you, you are going to get some kind of message that's going to come in and you're going to be like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm finally getting this fucking opportunity again. It's something from the past. It's definitely something from the past and it's like going to come in peace. It's going to benefit you financially. That's what I think. I think that you're going to start realizing that there was something that had to wait, something that had to be put on the back burner for you to be able to grasp the fulfillment that it's actually going to bring you now. And you are only ready in this moment, like when it actually comes. And once again, I feel like this is a dream that maybe you had in the past. I feel like somebody's coming back from the past. And I feel it's going to fill your fucking pocketbooks, bitch. So enjoy, Cancer. I love you. Make sure that you listen to this quick message before you let me go. And the best of luck to you for November 2023. Talk soon. Bye. Thank you so much for watching. Keep in mind, I do have a 50% off sale for all personal readings that is happening from now until next week. So make sure that you guys check that out at www.violettaalexis.com. Also, if you guys want to make potential revenue from my channel, if you guys want to be invited to my private Discord, if you guys want readings from me, make sure that you click the link, the first link that you're going to see in the description box below where it says become more of a personalized part of my channel with Gigastar. Click that link and sign up. It is for a limited time only. We don't have much time left, so make sure that you're signing up now. Also, make sure that you are following me on my Instagram and my Twitter. You can find the information right here on the screen. And also make sure that you are going to my website, violettaalexis.com. I do have personal readings for 50% off right now. And I also sell stuff like crystals, jewelry, and tarot cards. Thanks so much, guys, and I'll see you next time. Hey, Leo, how are you? Welcome to your reading. I'm going to go ahead and just get right into it. So let's cut to the chase and take a look at these cards, okay? So we have the King of Swords in reverse, the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, Six of Cups in reverse, High Priestess in reverse. All the cards are in reverse, so congratulations. Page of Wands in reverse, Three of Swords in reverse. We're not going to flip these over, the spirit messages, until we're done clarifying this. So let's go ahead and take a look at these cards. We have the King of Swords in reverse, which is what your current energy is. So this could simply be you like gaslighting somebody. I'm not going to lie. This could even be you gaslighting yourself, feeling like you don't have all of the facts, you know? This could be about you not really having a lot of clarity on maybe where your life is going. Maybe you are getting shitty advice from somebody that you don't really need to be listening to. You know, it could be honestly a plethora of things. Now, what I find interesting is that what's affecting you the most at this time is the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. I almost feel like you guys don't even know what your own personal truth is. For some of you, you have some serious issues around your own self-worth, self-value, your physical appearance. Some of you are breaking out really bad right now. I heard for some of you are getting like some acne or something. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm getting that on this card. For some of you, it definitely could be that. You feel like you can't really enjoy your life right now. You feel like things are kind of up in the air. You feel like you're overworking yourself. You feel like you're trying too hard. You're not really getting anywhere. Or maybe you feel like there's somebody around you that is trying to like win your favor and they're not really being authentic. That could absolutely be it as well. You have the Six of Cups in reverse. So this is essentially where you need to be focusing your energy on. So there could be like a grudge that you're holding on to, or maybe you're needing to kind of grow up a little bit, or maybe you're needing to take like a past life dream or a childhood dream or something like that and actually ground it into reality. But this is more about like needing to look to the future. I feel like you're too focused on like, the stuff that doesn't really matter, or you're focused on like the minute details of shit that really doesn't matter, when it's like you need to focus on something that's more big picture. Sometimes the devil's in the details, and sometimes we don't need to look at the fucking details. You know what I mean? Then what's about to go well for you, no matter what is sitting right there on that place on my table, that is what is about to go well for you, regardless of what card is sitting there. So the High Priestess in reverse. You may find out some information that you didn't realize before, or you may find out some information that you were right about your intuition. This could also be you guys finally realizing your potential and realizing that your potential is actually quite limitless, where you were too focused on the details of something to see the bigger picture and see your actual talents, gifts, skills, and abilities for what they are: talents, gifts, skills, and abilities. Now we have the Page of Swords in reverse and the Three of Swords in reverse. You seem to be having a hard time letting go of some kind of heartache. You seem to be kind of stuck in the past, once again, stuck in your negative emotions. Maybe you're feeling jealous. Maybe you're feeling possessive. Maybe you're feeling angry. This is Sun in Scorpio. So negative Sun in Scorpio can be quite vindictive, can be quite jealous, can be quite possessive, can be quite crazy. You know what I mean? Hello. I have Venus in Scorpio. I'm not hating. I'm just saying. Tell me about that King of Swords in reverse. Damn, the King of Swords in reverse twice. Damn, 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 damn. This is making me feel like you were trying to push something to work that just wasn't really meant to work, if I'm going to be honest. So we had the King of Swords in reverse twice. Whew. I'm not gonna lie. You and another person could have been totally gaslighting each other. This could also be you getting really bad advice, giving really bad advice. I mean, let me put it like this. Being that this energy showed up twice, this is like a double down on the energy. So, for instance, if this is you like gaslighting yourself about a situation that you really wanted to work, that is like dead and gone, that is just not for you. I feel like this is a double down of like total fucking delusion. you know you could be totally like gaslighting yourself about a situation, and we do that sometimes when we don't want to believe the truth of something. It could also be that you're lying about something from the past because you don't want to take accountability. I'm just gonna be 100% honest with you, because what I think that you really want is you just want a sense of peace, right? Who the fuck wants to deal with that shit? Or maybe it's that you're not really clear about the past and what actually occurred in the past, and you're just trying to maybe avoid it or not think about it because you want peace in your life. And we all kind of do that sometimes, you know what I'm saying? This could be reversed for you guys. Keep that in mind. You have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, and this is for what's affecting you the most. So tell me about the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, please, for Leo. All right. The Three of Pentacles. This is interesting. The Page of Cups and the Ten of Swords. For some of you, I feel like you were kind of shut down by like a group, or you were shut down by a specific individual. I want to say don't try too hard. You could feel like you have to try too hard to be appreciated, try too hard to kind of fit in somewhere. Well, I'm going to be honest with you, especially Leo and Aquarius placements. You guys are not born to fit in. You guys are born to stand out. So if you keep gaslighting yourself about the past, if you keep trying to live in Deluluville because you're sad about how somebody treated you, or maybe they didn't want you, or maybe you felt like you didn't fit in, you need to utilize that and realize that maybe you're not supposed to fit in. I think that a lot of you guys were maybe shut down emotionally, or for some of you, there could have been something that happened in your childhood possibly that made you feel like crap. Maybe there was a death of a child. Maybe there was a death in the family of some sort, with that Ten of Swords and the Page of Cups. For some of you, you guys had to end up growing up early. Okay, maybe you had to grow up a little bit faster than other people. But I feel like this really didn't give you a chance to actually live your life. It made you feel like you had to fight to survive, like in constant survival mode. When you're living in survival mode, trust me, you're not living at all. So it's like, well, how do you resolve that? Well, it's about staying grounded. It's about kind of staying in the present moment and focusing on the things that actually make you happy, okay? And not giving in to paranoias or delusions or anything like that, right? I'm not saying that you're crazy. We're all fucking crazy, right? I'm just saying. So let's go ahead and take a look at that Six of Cups in reverse for where you need to be focusing your energy. All right, 2 cards came out, so I'm going to take them. 3 cards came out. Love that. Well, there's that childhood thing again. Wow, this is really interesting. You have the 6 of Cups in reverse and the 6 of Cups, King of Swords in reverse, King of Swords in reverse. This is really telling me a lot about you. So, where you need to be focusing, right? This is where you need to focus your energy. Excuse me. So you have the 6 of Cups in reverse, the 5 of Pentacles, the 6 of Cups in the upright, and the Ace of Swords in reverse. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Chariot in reverse and the Empress in reverse. For some of you, your mother was hospitalized, or for some of you, you had a mother that maybe was very self indulgent, or maybe you were, maybe there were drugs involved. Maybe you used to be into drugs. Maybe somebody that was supposed to be your caretaker. This is making me feel like you don't want to grow up, some of you. I'm not going to lie. I'm very much a person who didn't have necessarily a normal childhood. It wasn't, well, let me just put it like this. I was very much in survival mode, and it caused me to be like emotionally stunted, where I was constantly like in this place of, like childlike wonder, kind of, right? Which would leave me very susceptible to getting taken advantage of by people, even now at times. But I feel like there's sometimes where you want to be kind of stuck back there a little bit, and trust me, like, you guys can. But I kind of want to say, like, not everybody deserves you, Leo. Not everybody deserves to be around you and be around your childlike wonder, and be around your childlike love and your pure of heart. I think that a lot of you were forced to grow up in some way or something like that, because maybe somebody abandoned you or left you out, or maybe there was some kind of abuse in the home, or whatever it is. And I feel like your childhood could be very confusing, or like it feels like a piece of you is like fragmented in some way. There's something that this is very deep, Leo. I don't know. This is probably resonating for like 0 people, but there's something about you that, um, have you tried to shut that part of yourself down? Is that what's going on? It almost feels like you're deluding yourself on purpose to try to blank something out. It's almost like maybe somebody hurt your inner child or something like that, you know? See, this is the thing is, when we are now, I don't want you to think I'm calling you naive. I'm letting this reading go on a little bit too long, but um when we're very much hurt as children, or we're built to survive, we're constantly surviving, surviving, surviving instead of living. We actually become quite emotionally stunted in our lives. And so what happens is we end up attracting like predatory kind of people. We end up attracting people that, can be taking advantage of you, seeing that you may be a little naive, or seeing that you may have a full heart to offer, etc. And people will feed on that heart like a vampire. And so I think that for some of you, that may be exactly where the delusion is coming from, or that may be exactly what has been hurting you. And now this Page of Wands in reverse and that 3 of Swords in reverse is kind of making sense, because the Page of Wands can represent like the child at times. And with these 2 6 of Cups here, and the Empress in reverse, I feel like there's an issue with a mother, or some kind of mother figure, some kind of feminine figure in your life. I don't know if you just loved this person to pieces, or if, I don't know. I don't know if there were like drugs involved with somebody, or if there was like some kind of addiction, or maybe you guys grew up with addictions because of how you grew up. Anyway, whew, this one's heavy. Leo, you guys definitely probably have the heaviest read here. I'm sorry if it doesn't resonate. I mean, I'm not really, because it sounds pretty sad, but the High Priestess in reverse is what's about to go well for you. Tell me about the High Priestess in reverse. The Queen of Swords in reverse. Yeah, so it's like I said. Oh my God, the High Priestess in reverse again. This is crazy. Are you kidding me? 6 of Cups, 6 of Cups, King of Swords, High Priestess, High Priestess. That's fucking crazy to me. That is crazy to me. This makes me feel like, where you didn't see your potential before, right? You didn't see your potential before. You weren't even living in your true potential, because maybe you were making sacrifices in other places you shouldn't have been making sacrifices in, which essentially emptied your cup and drained you to the point where you didn't have any time or energy to give to yourself. I feel like you're going to realize this. And for some of you that were waiting to find out if your intuition was right about something, you're going to find out. And that's what's really going to break the ceiling. Then that's when you're going to start breaking heads and breaking ceilings, bitch. Now let's go ahead and take a look at this. So you have surrender to the sweetness, Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. And then we have loosen your grip, coping mechanisms, density, addiction, let God in. At the bottom of the deck, we have perspective, none of this matters, zoom out, common ground. And then messenger, serious energy, bringing harmony and balance. Okay, wow. So this is really interesting. I feel like you're needing to live your life, not be in survival mode. That's why this is saying surrender to the sweetness, Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life, but it needs to be in the healthy way, not in whatever the fuck this is. Maybe you watch too much TV or something. Maybe you are one of those people that constantly watch TV to like separate yourself from reality, or maybe you guys drink too much or something. Maybe that's why you're breaking out. I don't know. Like, I'm getting a lot of weird messages for you guys, but I feel like you're needing to find very healthy coping mechanisms in some way that's going to fulfill your cup back up, because everybody has a coping mechanism, but not all of them are good. Not all of them are healthy. And you guys need to find the one that is actually going to bring you some kind of joy, one that is going to bring you some kind of peace in your life. Okay. So I would start kicking like one habit a day at a time, or kicking one habit for a couple of weeks, seeing how that works, maybe trying to work on another one. So that way you can live your ultimate potential, because you have a lot of it, Leo. So, Leo, thank you so much. Please listen to this quick message before you go, and the best of luck to you for November 2023. Bye. Thank you so much for watching. Keep in mind, I do have a 50% off sale for all personal readings that is happening from now until next week. So make sure that you guys check that out at www.violettaalexis.com. Also, if you guys want to make potential revenue from my channel, if you guys want to be invited to my private Discord, if you guys want readings from me, make sure that you click the link, the first link that you're going to see in the description box below, where it says become more of a personalized part of my channel with Gigastar. Click that link and sign up. It is for a limited time only. We don't have much time left, so make sure that you're signing up now. Also, make sure that you are following me on my Instagram and my Twitter. You can find the information right here on the screen. And also make sure that you are going to my website, violettaalexis.com. I do have personal readings for 50% off right now, and I also sell stuff like crystals, jewelry, and tarot cards. Thanks so much, guys, and I'll see you next time. Hey, Virgo, welcome to your reading. Let's go ahead and cut to the chase and look at these cards, okay? So we have the 5 of Swords for your energy, the 8 of Pentacles in reverse for what's affecting you most. We have the Star for where you need to focus your energy on more, and we have the 7 of Swords in reverse for what's about to go well for you. I'm not going to turn these spiritual messages until we're finished, but at the bottom of the deck, we do have luck and release. And at the bottom of this deck, we do have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse and the 4 of Swords. So let's take a look. The 5 of Swords for your energy. This can definitely represent some kind of deception, or this is just like you're in it to win it. This is about you being very determined and very focused to possibly cut somebody else down in order to get your way in some way, or this could just be you like very much getting in your competitive state. Now, I do have the 8 of Pentacles in reverse for what's affecting you the most. It could be a sense of perfection, which is essentially in almost I heard inhabiting you. Okay, that's weird. Which is kind of like holding you back in some way, the sense of perfection, needing something to be perfect, maybe having ridiculously high standards for yourself. Not Virgo, right? But I feel like you're just in this like in it to win it. This could also be you being like, I am fucking bored. I am so bored of life. I'm so bored of this job. I'm so bored of this relationship. Like, this could be you being very, very determined to fix something. This could be also like maybe you feel like you're not really passionate about your job anymore, about your work anymore, and maybe you're wanting to make money elsewhere or in another way. We do have the Star, which is essentially what you need to be focusing your energy on. So this can be about like, maybe you're wanting to, the Star is Aquarius energy, okay? So maybe look in your natal chart to see where Aquarius takes up in your chart. But the Star can talk about like, what are your dreams? What are your hopes? What are your wishes? What do you want to share with the world? How can your friends and your groups and your networks and your communities affect you? How can you affect them? What is a gift that maybe you have? Maybe you're a natural healer. Maybe you need to share those gifts with the world. Our gifts are not just for us. They are for us to share. So make sure that you're spreading the love in November and all the time. The 7 of Swords in reverse for what's about to go well. So I feel feel like maybe you guys are about to finally get some kind of confession. Maybe it's an apology. Maybe somebody feels guilty about something and they're finally going to be honest with you, which kind of helps you like release something, and then you get like luck from it in some way. Like finally, once you remove that obstacle out of your life that maybe you didn't realize was an obstacle, then you finally get some luck that is coming to you. The Seven of Swords in reverse can also represent somebody who is like playing it smart, or somebody who's like playing it smart for themselves. So maybe all this competitiveness that you kind of have, or maybe these tricks up your sleeve are actually going to work in some way. It just makes me feel like there's something that you're doing now, or that you've done in the past that was really smart, that's going to help you in the future. Then at the bottom of the deck, why this is all happening, or what's really going on under the surface, the Queen of Pentacles in reverse and the Four of Swords. I'm kind of wondering if somebody has made you feel inferior, or it could simply be that maybe you're trying to fix your finances. Maybe you're trying to heal your finances. Maybe you're doing some work from behind the scenes to regulate your insecurities, or regulate your finances, or find out some kind of budget, or figure out, maybe if some of you might have like anger problems or something like that, maybe you're trying to figure out like where that comes from, or maybe you guys are just needing to kind of like wanting to take a back seat a little bit and figure out like what it is you actually want to do with your lives. Okay. So let's go ahead and clarify that Five of Swords for where Virgo's energy is at. So tell me about Virgo's energy with that Five of Swords, please. We have the Page of Wands in reverse. I want to get one more for that. The Ace of Cups. Interesting. So it's definitely some kind of new beginning that's happening. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse with the Six of Pentacles. I want to say be very cautious of your finances at this time. I feel like you guys are possibly very, very determined to go somewhere or to get something. That Page of Wands in reverse is kind of making me feel like something is being delayed, or you feel like something is being delayed, and like you're wanting that butter, you're wanting that honey. You're like, why is this taking so long? Or maybe somebody told you some bad news and you're like, okay, bitch, you're gonna see. You know what I mean? It's almost like the sense of maybe proving something or someone wrong. It could be this repetitive cycle where somebody or something made you feel like you weren't worth it, or you weren't gonna get it, or you're not worthy enough to get this money, or get this partner, or get this job, or whatever. But really, the magician is you, and respectively, you share this card with Gemini. But the magician is having all of the talents, gifts, skills, and abilities at your favor, at your disposal. And it's like, okay, well, what are you going to do with it? And I don't just feel that way, but also with the magician and the Six of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles can also talk about sharing. So this is about, once again, sharing your talents, gifts, skills, and abilities with the world, because I feel like that's where you're stuck. You're feeling like maybe somebody needs to share something with you, or maybe you're waiting on somebody else's notion or somebody else to give you the green light, when you are the green light. You just need to go for something, because it seems like you are the one that's creating an opportunity for yourself and what it is that you're kind of passionate about. Let's go ahead and take a look at that Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So can you tell me about that Eight of Pentacles in reverse for what is affecting Virgo the most? Tell me about that Eight of Pentacles in reverse for what is affecting Virgo the most. The Two of Wands in reverse. Yeah. So, I mean, damn. Then we have the Six of Swords in reverse and the Two of Swords in the upright. The Two of Wands in reverse. Okay. Wow. Eight of Pentacles in reverse, Two of Wands in reverse. This makes me feel like you were not out of your comfort zone. You were in the comfort zone. You've been here. You've rehashed this a million times. Nothing's moving forward. Oh my God. It's the same shit, different day, same routine. Eat, shit, sleep, wake up, rinse, repeat, whatever the case, and you're kind of getting sick of it, is what I feel. I feel like you feel like a robot. You know what I'm saying? Where you're just like going through the motions and you're doing what you're told. You're blah blah blah. Yeah, and I feel like you're sick of it. I feel like that's what's really affecting you. And I think that you're getting to the point where you're wanting to break free and you're wanting to do something different. And so you may be actually creating your opportunity, your own opportunity, where somebody was like, yeah, no, it's not happening here, or no, you're not going to get the job, or no, you're not going to get the relationship, or whatever. So you're like, okay, well, I'm going to follow my heart, Ace of Cups, and I'm going to do what it is that is making me feel best. I think that you don't want to go back to something from the past. I don't think that you want to keep revisiting the same old thing. I think that you want to do something different and you want to do something new. And then we have the Star that's coming in, and this is where you simply need to focus your energy on. So can you tell me about the Star for Virgo? Last shuffle. The Five of Pentacles in reverse. Well, well, well. Would you look at that? the Eight of Swords in reverse, and the Judgment in reverse. How interesting. So I do feel like it's something that you need to do that's new. The Judgment in reverse, the Judgment in the upright can talk about bringing something back from the past, but this is like, this is dead and gone. This is done. This is dead. Stop beating a dead horse. Eight of Swords in reverse. Oh no, we're not stuck on that anymore. We're kind of done. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Right. Excuse me, that was so trashy. I'm so sorry. The Star and the Five of Pentacles in reverse. You're going to start realizing that once you follow your heart and you actually follow your dreams, the money will come, the people will come, the support will come. Everything that you could have possibly hoped and dreamed, everything that you could have possibly imagined, you can get, but it's because you have to follow your heart. And I think that you know that. I think that you know that. And that's why that Five of Swords with that Ace of Cups is there. It's like a door shut on you, like somebody shut the door on you or something shut the door on you, and you're like, okay, bitch, I'm going to saw one out. I'm going to fuck up your whole building. You know what I mean? Of course, it doesn't have to be that violent or that crazy, but I feel like that's what you're doing. So I feel like there's also something that you're about to share with the world, and that's how you're going to make your money. And not only that, but that's how you are also going to come out of some shitty financial situation. Because if you remember, we have that Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and we also have the Four of Swords. So this is about you healing some kind of financial issue or some kind of insecurity. Let's go ahead and take a look. Sorry about that. Let's go ahead and take a look at that Seven of Swords in reverse for what's about to go well for you. Tell me about that Seven of Swords in reverse for what's about to go well for Virgo, please. Last shuffle. The Devil. Damn. The Justice in reverse, the Queen of Wands. Yeah, give me one more for that Seven of Swords in reverse. The Page of Pentacles. Who tried to trip you up, Virgo? Who was it? Who done it? Who done it? All right, Virgo. So let me tell you something. The Five of Swords is a great determination, as is the Devil and possibly the Seven of Swords in reverse. The Seven of Swords in reverse with the Devil and the Page of Pentacles in reverse, this can represent a highly manipulative person, somebody who maybe tried to take something from you, somebody who maybe tried to steal an opportunity, somebody who tried to steal your man, steal your girl, steal your money. I don't know, whatever it is. Somebody who's very vindictive, somebody who's possibly even jealous of you, somebody who tried to trip you up. I feel like you're going to figure out who this person is, or you're going to find out who this person is. And I feel like you're going to be the one that's going to get whatever it is that they stole from you or that they tried to steal from you. And with that Queen of Wands and that Justice in reverse, I think that you're going to speak out about something. You're finally going to get the opportunity to be like, yeah, this is my shadow side. This is my light side. This is who I am. This is who I want to be. This is a chance for you to simply assert yourself where you feel like you were done dirty in a situation. And it's going to be your turn. It's going to be your turn to finally put the nail in the coffin. If this was like a weekly read and I were to name this something, I would call this nail in the coffin, because that's what it simply feels like. So then we have your spirit messages. We have illusion, and we also have nature. This is interesting because this makes me feel like, actually, you know what? Let me clarify. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Maybe an opportunity that you thought was going to be really, really great ended up being a total illusion. This could also be somebody, possibly this Devil person with the Page of Pentacles in reverse, somebody who tried to pull the wool over your eyes in some kind of situation. I feel like maybe it was just this person's nature to do that. That's just who they are. Some people just fucking suck. I think that maybe you need to release someone possibly, or release something from your grip, because I feel like that's when the goodness is going to come in. That's when the sweetness is going to come in. That's when your rewards are going to come in, but only after, not before. But it's like something that you're needing to release. I also want to say maybe you guys need to spend some more time in nature with that nature card, not to sound cliche, but maybe you guys need to focus on taking a walk a little bit. You guys are earth signs, so it's very beneficial for Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn to do that anyway. It's beneficial for everybody, but especially earth signs. And so maybe you're also needing to go back to your true nature. Maybe for some of you, if you feel like you've been living a lie, or you feel like you haven't been your authentic self, as well, maybe this is time for you to break out of that and get into your true nature. Who are you for real? Like when the curtains close, when everybody tells you to stop being who they want you to be, like, who are you at the end of the day? I'm going to assume this person, somebody who's outspoken, somebody who's assertive, somebody who's a showstopper, somebody who's not afraid to bring the light and bring the heat. Somebody who's that little black cat there represents the Queen of Wands shadow, and she's not afraid to present it to you. She's not afraid to just own that shit. So own that shit. You know what I'm saying? All right, Virgo, I love you so much. Please listen to this quick message before you go, and the best of luck to you in November 2023. Talk soon. Bye. Thank you so much for watching. Keep in mind, I do have a 50% off sale for all personal readings that is happening from now until next week. So make sure that you guys check that out at www.violettaalexis.com. Also, if you guys want to make potential revenue from my channel, if you guys want to be invited to my private Discord, if you guys want readings from me, make sure that you click the link, the first link that you're going to see in the description box below where it says become more of a personalized part of my channel with Gigastar. Click that link and sign up. It is for a limited time only. We don't have much time left, so make sure that you're signing up now. Also, make sure that you are following me on my Instagram and my Twitter. You can find the information right here on the screen. And also make sure that you are going to my website, violettaalexis.com. I do have personal readings for 50% off right now, and I also sell stuff like crystals, jewelry, and tarot cards. Thanks so much, guys, and I'll see you next time. Hi, Libra. How are you? Welcome to your reading. Let's go ahead and cut to the chase and take a look at these cards, okay? So we have the Four of Wands, we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, the Four of Cups in reverse, the Lovers. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the Three of Swords in reverse and the Seven of Cups for November 2023. I will not flip over these spiritual messages until we are done clarifying these cards, but I do have House 6 and Air here, so we will go ahead and talk about that in a minute. So with the Four of Wands, this is the energy that you're in. Okay, so you may be wanting to go out, have a good time, have a little bit more fun, cut the rug a little bit. Maybe you're thinking about marriage for some of you. Maybe you're thinking about what you want in a relationship. Maybe your relationship, if you're in one, it's actually going really, really well. Some of you maybe actually be in a relationship, if I'm going to be 100% honest with you. Maybe there's something that feels very spicy about whatever this is. I don't know if it's just like you're being very spicy. Maybe you're going out, striking up conversations, taking the initiative. You are a cardinal sign after all. Or maybe there's somebody like a partner or something like that that is very much like enticing to you. For some of you, it could be two women. Okay, this could be a same-sex relationship just because there are two women on here. Obviously, that's not for all of you, or you're just like going out with your friends doing your thing. At least that's the energy that you're in. You also may wanting to, you may want to break free from something. You have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, which is what is kind of this. Why is this feeling like a rebound read? You have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, which is what's affecting you the most at this time. So basically just some plants, some seeds you were planting in the past or whatever. It just seems like it didn't really work out. Like something that you thought was going to stick. Like you threw it to the wall, it didn't stick. It is what it is. Then we have the Four of, sorry, hold on here. Let me stop that real quick. Reset. Start. Okay. Then we have the Four of Cups in reverse. This is what you need to focus on. So if you've been feeling fucking sorry for yourself, or to be honest with you, if you have had some kind of lack of gratitude for your life, I feel like that's going to start changing, or at least that's what you need to focus on anyway. I want to say like this, right? Show the universe how much you care. Show the universe how appreciative you are, and more of those things that you appreciate is going to end up coming to you. Then we have the Lovers here. So this is great, to be honest. Okay, this is Gemini energy. This is what is about to go well for you. So I'm kind of wondering here, there could be some like higher self decision that you're making that's going to completely change your life and balance out your life in a very harmonious way. This could also be somebody coming into your life that is of utter importance, like a twin flame or just a very strong soulmate. Or for some of you, it could be the person that you're marrying. For some of you, if you're in a relationship, a partner could end up proposing possibly, okay? So I also see those two rings there at the bottom if you can't see that. So let's go ahead and take a look at the bottom of this deck. We have the Three of Swords in reverse and the Seven of Cups. This is kind of like why this is all happening. So for some of you that did have a breakup, you could have felt like blindsided by something, like, damn, I didn't see that coming, because you may have idolized somebody. I want to say be cautious with idolizing people. Obviously, that's never really going to get you anywhere, right? Try to see the reality of a person. I understand that when we fall in love or we have good sex or whatever, we don't always see the forest for the trees and the trees for the forest. Am I right, guys? So let's go ahead and take a look at that Four of Wands for your current energy. Can you tell me about that Four of Wands, please, for Libra? The Ace of Swords in reverse, the Seven of Pentacles in reverse with the Ten of Swords. So yeah, I mean, I'm not going to lie. For some of you, you simply had a breakup. You may have realized that somebody was lying to you. Somebody cheated on you. You can be like, wow, well, didn't see that coming. Once again, you could be like, wow, this was a waste of my time. It could have been some kind of betrayal, some kind of ending. But the thing is that the Ten of Swords, in traditional Rider-Waite tarot, you're going to see this guy and he's laying on his stomach and he's totally like blacked out, right? He has 10 swords in his back. How many swords does it take to kill somebody? Not 10, right? So it's like an overkill of something where you're just like, wow, damn, that didn't go right. It could also be something that maybe you invested your time and your money into and it didn't really go anywhere. But if you look on the Ten of Swords in traditional Rider-Waite tarot, yes, he has the 10 swords in his back. Yes, he's face planted in the ground, right? But you'll see him holding up a little sign like this, which actually means fortune after difficulty or good luck. So I feel like you guys are about to have some kind of good luck. For some of you, because this relationship didn't work out, you could end up meeting the love of your life. Because you were stuck at that shitty ass job and it didn't take you anywhere, you may actually be breaking free and realizing that you have something to celebrate. I feel like you guys are going to have something to celebrate in the month of November, but you just got to believe it, okay? You just got to trust it. Then we have this Ace of Pentacles in reverse for what is currently affecting you the most. Tell me about that Ace of Pentacles in reverse. The Chariot in reverse. The King of Pentacles and the Three of Swords. Could have been an earth sign that broke your heart, okay? Could be a Capricorn, Taurus, or a Virgo. If an earth sign did break your heart, hi, same. How you doing? Let's attend a meeting. Just kidding. We have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse and the Chariot in reverse for what's affecting you most. So it kind of feels like you maybe you pressed something, or maybe somebody pressed you. Maybe somebody was very, very persistent. You realize, wow, you're a piece of shit. Like, you don't even want this anyway, or you ended up cheating on me anyway. Or for some of you, it could be some kind of financial opportunity that you were like very much having your high hopes for. Oh my God, I feel like this is going to work out. This is going to be great. And maybe somebody took all the money for themselves, or maybe somebody screwed you over in some kind of deal, you know? Maybe you thought somebody was going to be there and be supportive, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, and was kind of like shoving themselves into your life until you realize, wow, this actually is not as stable as I thought it was going to be. And I feel like you realize that somebody was just simply out for themselves, or you may end up realizing that in the month of November, which of course I hate to say that. I could also spin this like for some of you, you could have felt like you pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed for some kind of opportunity, and then you realize like, wow, this is just not really going to work. But for some of you, you could end up finding out that somebody's actually coming in to kind of like support you and help you a little bit. But I kind of feel like it was the first one that I said, to be honest. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at that Four of Cups in reverse for where you need to be focusing your energy on. Tell me about that Four of Cups in reverse for Libra's last shuffle. The Page of Swords, the King of Swords, the Four of Swords in reverse. So I kind of want to say, like, stop sweating something. Okay, I'm not saying that you are, but I would say kind of stop sweating something. I feel like you need to look a little deeper. Like, when it comes to life, when it comes to the actual blessings and the things that you have presented forth to you that are like right in front of you, like the good things in your life, because I feel like you've been sweating something that just really doesn't deserve your attention. I feel like if there's another Libra or a Gemini or Aquarius that's giving you some kind of advice, I would listen to them, because I feel like they're giving you sound advice. And of course, it doesn't have to be an air sign, but it's somebody who's very smart, very intellectual, somebody who's very logical and straightforward. I think that you're needing to see the good side in life. I think that you guys may be distracting yourself with like going out and getting fucked up, or just like, whoa, woo, we're gonna do retail therapy, right? Because a Venus ruled person wouldn't do that or anything. But I want to say, like, there are small joys in your life that maybe you're not seeing sometimes, and I want to say have gratitude for those things. The more gratitude that you show the universe, the more that the universe is gonna bring you things to be grateful for. So make sure that you're practicing that on a daily basis, okay, Libra? Then we have the Lovers, which is what is going to pan out for you. So tell me about that Lovers card. This is what's about to go well for you that you are not seeing. So tell me about that Lovers card for Libra, last shuffle. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse, the Nine of Swords, the Page of Wands. I feel like you guys maybe have been waiting on some kind of message from somebody with that Page of Wands and the Nine of Swords. You could have felt like your confidence was kind of shit on, you know, you could have been worrying about whether or not you were going to hear from somebody, or, you know, even if it was just like a person that you didn't even knew existed. Like, maybe you just wanted somebody to talk to, you know what I mean? For some of you that were worried about a child, I want to say, like, don't worry about that. Like, the child's going to be fine. I don't know why I'm getting that. But for others of you, I just want to say I feel like you guys are going to get some kind of message. You could have felt like this thing was like taking too long to come in, or this could be somebody brand new, to be completely honest with you. And you could be sweating this person because you'd be like, oh my God, am I good enough for that person? Am I sexy enough for this person? Don't start getting in that mind frame. Once you start getting in that mind frame, it is a rabbit hole that never ends. So don't do that. I also want to say you're going to start to realize that somebody that comes into your life where you felt like you weren't perfect before, where you felt like somebody didn't appreciate you, where you felt like what you brought to the table wasn't good enough, etc. You're finally going to have somebody that comes in that's like, no, you are literally everything that I've ever wanted. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, right? Now, if this is already a partner, if you've been waiting on this person to ask you to marry them, if you've been waiting on this person to take you out somewhere, if you've been waiting on somebody to ask you on a date, I feel like you're going to get it, especially if you have somebody specific in mind. And even if you don't, you're still going to get it. So congrats. All right. So what we have for your spirit messages, we have Chiron and we have water. At the bottom of the deck, we have air in house 6. I'm kind of wondering, for some of you that are single, I'm kind of wondering if you're going to meet somebody when you're out and about. The 6th house can talk about the gym. This can talk about like the doctor's office. This can talk about like you going out running errands, although it's kind of like 3rd house. But this can talk about like your routine, your day to day, you're walking the dog, taking care of your health. I kind of want to say like, keep in mind, keep an open mind when it comes to like your routine and your day to day, and make sure that you have a good routine. Like make sure that you're taking care of yourself, make sure that you're eating right, etc. I feel like that's very, very important for you guys at this time. I mean, it's always important, but for some reason it's specifically right at this time, because I feel like maybe there are some emotional issues that you need to handle or that you need to heal with that Chiron and that water. The water is all about our emotions. The Chiron is the wounded healer. It's about what we're hurting around and how we feel like that cup can never be fulfilled in some way, or that wound can never be healed. And water is about spirituality. It's about emotion, intuition, and compassion. So I want to say, like, have some compassion for yourself, have compassion for others, obviously. But I feel like for some reason, if you take care of your physical well-being, that's going to kind of start like showing. And I mean that from the outside in. Like there's something that's going to happen. Now, I'm not saying like, oh, just focus on like your makeup and focus on like a nice body, etc., and that's going to heal you. No, but I'm saying like it won't hurt. You know what I mean? So I want to say like, focus on the things that are going to make you feel confident and make you feel good. And I do feel like you guys have someone coming in, or a relationship is going to be elevated to the next level. Maybe with these eclipses happening in Libra and in Aries for the next year and a half or whatever it is. All right, Libra. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure that you listen to this quick message before you leave. And good luck to all of you for November 2023. Talk soon. Bye. Thank you so much for watching. Keep in mind, I do have a 50% off sale for all personal readings that is happening from now until next week. So make sure that you guys check that out at www.violettaalexis.com. Also, if you guys want to make potential revenue from my channel, if you guys want to be invited to my private Discord, if you guys want readings from me, make sure that you click the link, the first link that you're going to see in the description box below, where it says become more of a personalized part of my channel with Gigastar. Click that link and sign up. It is for a limited time only. We don't have much time left, so make sure that you're signing up now. Also, make sure that you are following me on my Instagram and my Twitter. You can find the information right here on the screen. And also make sure that you are going to my website, violettaalexis.com. I do have personal readings for 50% off right now, and I also sell stuff like crystals, jewelry, and tarot cards. Thanks so much, guys, and I'll see you next time. Scorpio, hi. Welcome to your reading. Let's just go ahead and get right into it, cut to the chase, and get to the cards, okay? So for you, I have the 3 of Cups in reverse. We have the 2 of Wands. We have the 10 of Swords. And we have the Queen of Swords. So right now, your energy may be feeling a little bit solo dolo. There may be this energy of you wanting to not surround yourself with people that are gossiping, that are talking crap about you, low vibrational people, or maybe it's just that you're kind of feeling out of the loop, and maybe that's where you want to be. With that 2 of Wands here right next to it, this is kind of what's affecting you most. So this is making me feel like you're between vibrations. So what I mean by that is maybe you're feeling connected to some kind of like past life or how you used to be, etc. And now you're kind of getting to this point where you're like, I feel like there needs to be a change. I feel like something has to change. I feel like I'm at a fork in the road, which I absolutely believe that you are. What you need to focus on the most is the 10 of Swords. So I mean, to be honest with you, Scorpio, this can definitely talk about some kind of evolutionary process that you need to go through. It's almost like you just need to kind of, hop, skip, and jump right on the bed of swords and just let die. Even if it's about letting an old version of you die. And sometimes that means that the people around you have to metaphorically die, or you have to remove those things in order for you to be able to grow and evolve in the way that you need to be doing. You have the Queen of Swords here. So this is what's about to go well for you. So for some of you, maybe you have started a podcast. Maybe you are very just focused on your money. Maybe there's some kind of communication that you're going to be receiving from somebody. Maybe it's some kind of good news. Maybe it's just that you realize that you're all the wiser for the experiences that you've been through. Now, at the bottom of the deck here, we have the Empress and the Knight of Wands in reverse. So this makes me feel like you've been hanging around with Knight of Wands in reverse people when you're an Empress kind of person. So what's the Empress? Well, he is beautiful, handsome, gorgeous, sexy, very creative, somebody who has a lot of abundance, somebody whose abundance essentially starts with them. It comes from them. So I feel like you have a lot to offer, but with that Knight of Wands in reverse, you may feel like it's not being appreciated with where you're at, or you may feel like at this time a lot of people want your attention, and you may be feeling like they're going about it in the wrong way. So let's go ahead and take a look here. I'm not going to pull your spirit messages until I get this freaking trashy cord out of the way. Um, I'm not going to pull your spirit messages until we are finished here, okay? So let's go ahead. Tell me about that Three of Cups in reverse. Tell me about that Three of Cups in reverse, please, for Scorpio. Last shuffle. The King of Swords. Interesting. At the bottom of the deck is the Four of Swords and the Hangman in reverse. All right. So I'm going to tell you exactly what this is, right? So you're in this energy where you may be feeling like you're very clear in regards to the people that you want to surround yourself with, or the shit talking that maybe people have brought to you in some way. Maybe people are talking crap about you. Maybe you realize that you've been talking crap, or you've been just kind of adapting to your surroundings. So, for instance, if you're hanging out with low vibrational people, if you're hanging out with people that don't talk about ideas and they just talk about other people, you're going to start realizing, God, is this like really who I want to be? Is this right? Because you kind of are who you surround yourself with. And it seems like you're getting to this point with that Four of Swords and the Hangman in reverse, where you're like, you know what? I feel like I've seen everything that I need to see when it comes to this specific circumstance. And once again, it's definitely making me feel like with that Three of Cups in reverse, the Four of Swords, and the Hangman in reverse, this can be a very like isolating energy. So I think that a lot of you guys here in the near future are kind of pulling back. And I feel like it's for a good reason. So let's go ahead and take a look at that Two of Wands. Tell me about that Two of Wands for Scorpio, for what's affecting Scorpio the most. Last shuffle. We have like I said, we have the Page of Swords in reverse, the Justice in reverse, the Seven of Swords in reverse, and look at that, the Queen of Swords is right there. I feel like you're getting ready to speak a truth. Can I get one more for that Two of Wands? The Three of Wands, damn, and the Five of Wands is right behind that. I'm going to take that into consideration. So, Scorpio, let's talk about it, right? So you remember how I told you, you may feel like you're around low vibrational people. You may feel like you're around people that ain't shit. You may feel like you're around low vibe people. You may feel like you're around people that just talk a lot about people. Maybe you've been involved in that in some way. And so you're kind of getting to this point of, is the word sovereignty? Is that what I'm freaking terrible. But I feel like you're getting to this place where you realize if you want to be up here, you can't deal with the things that are down here, right? You have to you have to scrape it off like the gum on the bottom of your shoe. And I think that you're realizing that. It's like, okay, you have a decision. Are you going to give in to the gossip, the rumors, the drama, or are you going to Two of Wands to the Three of Wands, progress and actually fight to see some change? You're at the fork in the road. So what are you going to do? Which way are you going to decide to go? That's what's really affecting you. And with that Seven of Swords in reverse and the Justice in reverse, you're starting to realize that you got to play it a little bit smarter when it comes to your own personal truth and the people that you associate yourself with. So let's take a look at that Ten of Swords energy. Tell me about that Ten of Swords energy. Last shuffle. The Two of Cups in reverse, the Seven of Cups, and the Eight of Wands in reverse. Wowzers. So, once again, let's talk about it, right? So, this is what you need to focus on. If you feel Like you are surrounded by people, places, things that make you feel out of alignment. If you feel like you are starting to outgrow a very specific person, if you feel like you're starting to outgrow a group, a community, a job, it's something that is not in alignment anymore. If you feel misunderstood by someone or something constantly, that is a huge indicator that it is probably not for you, because you and this other person or whatever it is not really on the same frequency. But the problem is that you may have been trying to force this narrative, or oh, it's so great, or you've been trying to wear the rose colored glasses and basically pull the wool over your own eyes in some way. But now it's time that you realize that that's just a lie. It's just to be able to stay in this comfortable chaos. So let's go ahead and take a look at that Queen of Swords. Tell me about that Queen of Swords. Tell me about that Queen of Swords. Last shuffle. Now, this is for what's about to go well for you. Damn. The Three of Pentacles and the Six of Wands in reverse as well. So that's pretty interesting to me, right? So with that Queen of Swords and the Strength card, I think that you may be getting some news that's going to possibly be making you more confident. For some of you, you are doing something like, I saw that Page of Swords, but you may be doing something maybe some kind of writing project, maybe you are becoming a beauty influencer, right? Queen of Swords is Libra, it's Venusian energy, you know, who knows? But it could be something in regards to writing or communication. I feel like you're realizing the truth about your confidence. I heard confidence is key. You're realizing the truth about your sense of confidence and actually where it comes from. You're realizing it actually comes from your sense of intelligence. What I find interesting here is that your current energy is the Three of Cups in reverse and the King of Swords. It's almost like that sense of, when like you meet somebody and you're literally like, you are too stupid to argue with. I think that you're kind of owning that, and you're realizing that you've just been simply surrounding yourself with the wrong people. I think that you are going to end up meeting people who actually do appreciate you. With that Three of Pentacles to the Six of Wands in reverse, where maybe you felt like you were not appreciated, where you felt like you were not seen, that's about to change. So for some of you, you could be getting some kind of recognition here pretty soon where you didn't feel validated before, but I feel like it's because of something that you're saying, or the confidence that you are somehow inspiring or instilling within others in some way. Or it could be some kind of news that you're getting, and it could be about your strength, or some kind of news around like a career opportunity or some kind of collaboration. So let's see here. You have gifts for your spiritual message, and you have mischief. That's interesting. So I kind of feel like what this is telling me here, because you also have abundance and community at the bottom of the deck. So once again, like, you are who you surround yourself with, right? I think that if you do end up surrounding yourself with the right people, which I feel like you are, you're going to realize that you are going to benefit from hanging around the right people. And obviously they will benefit from you, maybe some like-minded people. You have gifts and you have mischief here, which tells me that there are a lot of gifts, talents, skills, and abilities that you had. And we kind of talked about that a little before. Maybe some kind of creative abilities. I don't know. Maybe you own a fucking Etsy shop. Maybe you're a rapper, right? Who knows? There's something creatively that you definitely need to pursue. But I feel like this other stuff is kind of like a distraction, or you may have people that you don't even realize, and maybe they don't even realize it, that are subconsciously bringing you down to keep you in a vibration because they want to stay comfortable. They want to stay in comfortable chaos. So now it's really up to you to hone in on those gifts, own those gifts, and actually do something about it. So, Scorpio, thank you so much. Please listen to this quick message before you get out of here. It was a pleasure, and take it easy. Bye. Thank you so much for watching. Keep in mind, I do have a 50% off sale for all personal readings that is happening from now until next week. So make sure that you guys check that out at www.violettaalexis.com. Also, if you guys want to make potential revenue from my channel, if you guys want to be invited to my private Discord, if you guys want readings from me, make sure that you click the link, the first link that you're going to see in the description box below, where it says become more of a personalized part of my channel with Gigastar. Click that link and sign up. It is for a limited time only. We don't have much time left, so make sure that you're signing up now. Also, make sure that you are following me on my Instagram and my Twitter. You can find the information right here on the screen. And also make sure that you are going to my website, violettaalexis.com. I do have personal readings for 50% off right now, and I also sell stuff like crystals, jewelry, and tarot cards. Thanks so much, guys, and I'll see you next time. Hey, Sagittarius, how are you? Welcome to your reading. Let's just go ahead and cut to the chase and look at the cards, okay? So here we have the Knight of Cups, we have the Eight of Wands, we have the Nine of Cups, and we have the Three of Wands in reverse. At the bottom of the deck is the Two of Wands and the Queen of Cups in reverse. I'm not going to pull the spirit messages over until we're finished, but at the bottom of the deck with this, we have activated earth, trust where you're led, and karmic relationships, polarity, soul growth, and conflict. So let's go ahead and talk about it. So with the Knight of Cups here, this is your energy. Are you creating the way that you're supposed to be creating? Is this love? Do you have somebody that you feel authentically drawn to? Is that what you feel like you need in your life? Are you on the search for it? Whatever it is, I feel like you're showing up with a very authentic heart. I think that you're very much getting into your vulnerability, even though I feel like there was a decision that you made and now you felt like, wow, I really can't trust myself because I ignored the red flags or because I didn't see it coming or whatever it is. Guess what? These are life lessons. You know, can you imagine if we never went through anything in our lives? How stupid would we be, right? We wouldn't know anything. And I guess ignorance is bliss, but honestly, I rather have gone through the stuff that I've gone through than not at all and be a total dimwit, right? What's affecting you the most is the Eight of Wands. It could be something that somebody said to you. It could be that you're wanting to travel. It could be that you feel silenced in a way, or it could be that you are wanting to express yourself more, especially when it comes to some kind of creative pursuit. Maybe you're an artist, maybe you're a poet, maybe you're a singer, who knows, right? Maybe you're a painter. But whatever it is, I feel like there's a deep need for expression because I think that you have something that's going on inside of you that kind of needs to get out, not in a bad way. With that Nine of Cups, this is what you need to be focusing your energy on. So this is Jupiter and Pisces energy. Pisces is very creative. Once again, this can be about like the artist, the muse, the painter, the singer, the poet, etc. And so I think that maybe that's something that you could be focusing on. Jupiter and Pisces can also talk about like maybe you could be expanding your creative endeavors in some way or really like discovering that about yourself and maybe even making money from it at some point. But essentially in tarot, this just simply means like focus on what makes you content and what makes you happy on an individual level, not what everybody else wants for you. The Three of Wands in reverse is here. So this is about what's about to go well for you that you don't really see coming. So something that you've been waiting on for a while, something that you've really just wanted to charge ahead with, something that you've wanted to kind of discover, I feel like it's about to come to you here. Now let's go ahead and clarify these cards. So we have the Knight of Cups here, and this is all about your current energy. So universe, spirits, and guides, can you please tell me about that Knight of Cups for Sagittarius's energy? The Star in reverse. That's really interesting. The Ten of Pentacles in reverse, the Two of Wands. I'm kind of getting like this energy of, oh, well, nothing ever works out anyway, or blah, blah, blah. It could be that maybe you had a relationship or a dream that you feel like isn't really panning out or it didn't really pan out. I kind of want to say don't give up on something. That doesn't mean don't give up on a toxic relationship if it's toxic. Obviously, no, you don't need that, right? But if there's something that you've been wanting and you've been feeling like it's your self-limiting beliefs or your negative self-talk or whatever that's actually talking and not the reality, I would definitely look into that, okay? With that Knight of Cups, though, there and that Star in reverse, remember when I told you I feel like you have something that you need to get out? I feel like that's what that star is because the star is in reverse and this talks about there's a lack of healing with something. And I feel like the only way that you're really going to be able to get that out is through some kind of creative endeavor, right? Let's say that you are a painter, pick like 5 colors, right? That describes your mood. Okay, maybe feeling gloomy, you pull out some blues and some grays and some fucking whites and some blacks, right? And you figure it out and you go and you use those colors to paint something that helps you express yourself. Find a way to purge that crap that you no longer need. Then I want to go ahead and get that Eight of Wands. Tell me about that Eight of Wands. Tell me about that Eight of Wands, please. Last shuffle. And this is for what's affecting you the most. The Two of Cups in reverse. We have the Hierophant and we have the Four of Wands. I'm not going to lie. I kind of feel like this is something about either a past relationship or maybe it's a current relationship. You're feeling misunderstood or misheard, I think. Now, maybe you feel, like you said something. This is Mercury in Sagittarius, Eight of Wands. So Mercury is in its fall in Sagittarius. So, it doesn't do great, right? Sagittarius just wants to, right, a little bit of a diarrhea of the mouth. I'm not hating. My mother, my best friend, who I have matching tattoos with, and my daughter are all Mercury and Sagittarius. And I'm going to tell you right now, they're not afraid to tell it like it is, right? So maybe there was something that you told to somebody. Maybe you said something. Maybe you critiqued somebody. Maybe it was somebody that you were in a relationship with at one point. Maybe you felt like you hurt their feelings, or maybe you just feel misunderstood. No, you don't understand. That's not what I mean. I think that you're just really wanting to feel heard and understood more than anything. I think that the first way you're going to be able to do that is by really understanding yourself. You know, why did I say this? Or what is the root of the actual problem? Why is it that I feel this way? Where did this come from? Start asking yourself questions like that and kind of working backwards. That's the best way that you're going to find solution. So then, of course, we have that Nine of Cups, which is sitting right there. Tell me about that Nine of Cups. Okay, we got one. The Queen of Wands in reverse. The Justice and the Two of Pentacles in reverse. I mean, this is pretty interesting. The Justice and the Two of Pentacles in reverse, because both can mean balance, right? Both can mean balance. But the Two of Pentacles is in reverse, which talks about imbalance. So this to me is giving like a lack of expression. I feel like you need to, a lot of you feel like the black sheep, or a lot of you feel like you haven't been able to express yourself in the way that you need. A lot of you are like writers or people that really like to chat or talk, or maybe you like podcasts, or I don't know. It just feels like you guys are big communicators, like you like to be heard. And I feel like with that Nine of Cups and the Queen of Wands in reverse, I mean, for this is where you need to focus your energy on. So I think that with the Queen of Wands being in reverse, this can be the one that is like too afraid to express herself or himself. This can be the one that is too afraid to go on stage, the one that's too afraid to assert themselves in some way. And I think that a lot of you just need to do it, you know. Now, for others of you, if it's not about that, you could have somebody who's actually quite jealous of you at this time. Of course, you could be the jealous one, so keep that in mind. But you know, so flip it if you need to. But there could be somebody that is very jealous of you and jealous of what you have going on, and you may be kind of focused on that, or you may be focused on like being misunderstood or being hated on. Don't focus on that. People are always going to hate on you if you're doing the right thing. So if you're not doing the right thing and nobody gives a shit, nobody's hating on you, nobody's jealous, nobody's talking smack about you, you're not doing anything. You know, if everybody if everybody likes you, you ain't shit. Like I'm just gonna be 100% honest with you. If nobody likes you, you ain't shit. So you know, work on getting more haters, right? That's my that's my advice to you. And I feel like you're making it harder than it is with something. Okay, I'm just gonna be real. I feel like you know what the right decision is with that Justice card there. Look at the Libra house in your natal chart, because I feel like this is gonna give you a hint with the decision that you need to make, and you already know what the decision is. Stop acting confused. Stop acting stupid. Right. So then we have the Three of Wands in reverse for what's about to go well that you don't see coming. Can you tell me about that Three of Wands in reverse, please? Last shuffle. Ooh, I don't need all those. Let's try that again. Last shuffle. The Strength in reverse. Wow. The Nine of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. Isn't that interesting? The Nine of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. So let's talk about that. So, for what you don't see coming that's about to go well, no matter what hits this, I don't care if it's Ten of Swords, I don't care if it's in Tower, I don't care if it's the Death card, okay? No matter what sits in that spot, it's going to be something good that is coming to you that you don't see. So, the Three of Wands in reverse, well, what is the Three of Wands in reverse? This talks about frustration. I'm frustrated. Why? Because I don't feel confident. Or I've been waiting on this thing to come around for a long time, but it hasn't come around, and now I feel like shit, or I feel like my ego's bruised, or I feel like, I'm hurt, or whatever the case. It's interesting because I feel like this is a test of you needing to believe in yourself. And I really think that you don't realize that the reason why you keep getting hurt is because there's probably a talent, gift, skill, or ability that you have not actually grasped onto, that once you're able to channel that negative energy and utilize it to benefit you in some way, it's going to be the best. So like I said, maybe you're a painter and you go through something terrible. Okay. You go through like a breakup, a horrible relationship, and I bet you go and take that energy and you channel that energy instead of getting drunk at the bar doing something stupid, and you channel that energy and make the best painting you ever made. It's going to change your life. Because with that Wheel of Fortune and that Nine of Wands is something that you've been fighting for a long time, and you finally let go of the wheel, and now it's a coming. So, your spirit messages. Okay. So, for your spirit messages, we have Inner Earth and You Got the Love. So, let's talk about that. So, Inner Earth, this talks about you'll survive this, new solutions and beginnings. I feel like creativity is definitely going to be the big one. I also want to say don't allow some schmuck to ruin your vision of love or to ruin your perspective on yourself. This is called You Got the Love. So, this is about codependency and boundaries, making sure that you are creating healthy boundaries, even if you are the one that needs to protect other people's boundaries, or you are the one that needs to respect other people's boundaries. Keep that in mind, right? I also want to say intuitively, like, don't push too hard with something. And then you have karmic relationships, polarity, soul growth, and conflict. And then activated earth, power places, ley lines, and trust where you're led. So this is very much about trusting the process. And even if you don't receive something or get something at the moment, you're going to realize why later down the road. You ever had one of those moments where you don't get something or something negative happens, and then later on you're like, oh, that's why that happened? Yeah, this is one of those moments. So, Sagittarius, thank you so much. Please listen to this short message before you go, and talk to you soon. Good luck. Bye. Thank you so much for watching. Keep in mind, I do have a 50% off sale for all personal readings that is happening from now until next week. So make sure that you guys check that out at www.violettaalexis.com. Also, if you guys want to make potential revenue from my channel, if you guys want to be invited to my private Discord, if you guys want readings from me, make sure that you click the link, the first link that you're going to see in the description box below, where it says become more of a personalized part of my channel with Gigastar. Click that link and sign up. It is for a limited time only. We don't have much time left, so make sure that you're signing up now. Also, make sure that you are following me on my Instagram and my Twitter. You can find the information right here on the screen. And also make sure that you are going to my website, violettaalexis.com. I do have personal readings for 50% off right now, and I also sell stuff like crystals, jewelry, and tarot cards. Thanks so much, guys, and I'll see you next time. Hey, Capricorn, how are you? Welcome. Let's go ahead and just cut to the chase and get right to these cards, okay? So over here, we have the sun. We have the card Yes, which is super random. Then we have the moon in reverse, the Ace of Swords in reverse. I'm not going to pull your spirit messages until we're done clarifying these. But at the bottom of the deck for your spirit messages, we do have Star Family, which says you're a part of a team of souls, call in support, and Star Keeper, seed the light by staying grounded. We also have at the bottom of the deck, we have the Star in reverse and the Five of Cups in reverse, which we're going to talk about in just a second. So the sun is over here with which is what your current energy is right now. Okay, this is your current energy. So you may be feeling actually incredibly optimistic. You may be feeling this kind of burst of sunshine, kind of, breaking you at the seams a little bit. Maybe you're wanting to express yourself more. Maybe you're wanting to get a little bit more creative. Maybe you're just wanting more fun in your life. Maybe that's where you're kind of focused. Maybe it's been all humdrum and work lately, and you're like, yeah, fuck that. I want more for my life. So I feel like that's where you guys are going to be kind of focused. We have the yes card here for what is affecting you most. Maybe it's just your positive frame of mind. Maybe you're like, is that going to work out for me? Not a question, bitch. Yes. Am I going to get the job? Not a question. Yes. Am I going to get the guy? Am I going to get the girl? Absolutely, without a question. Yes. So it may be that your mind frame is changing in a very positive way here in the near future, especially in the month of November. And then what you need to focus on is the moon in reverse. Maybe it's a sense of continuously letting these fears go. The moon in reverse can talk about where we have these seriously subconscious repressed fears. And also this can be about not really trusting ourselves, to make it to where it is that we need to go. So maybe it's that you need to trust yourself more, but I feel like whatever you're doing, keep on doing it, because it seems like you know exactly what you're doing. Leave it up to a Capricorn, right? Ace of Swords in reverse for what is about to go well. So no matter what hits that spot on my table, the Ace of Swords in reverse talks about maybe a lie that you're going to find out about, or maybe you're going to find out the truth about yourself and your own potential and your own growth. Maybe this idea or maybe this writer's block that you had suddenly gets removed in some way. Now, at the bottom of the deck, we do have the Star in reverse and the Five of Cups in reverse. Now, for some reason, I heard no love lost, okay? I feel like you really very much learned something about another person, learned something about yourself through some form of grief. But I still feel like maybe there's a little bit of healing. Maybe you're trying to focus on a positive mind frame because this is kind of simmering under the surface. Maybe the moon in reverse is here because there is something that maybe you're suppressing that you need to look at. Maybe you're like distracting yourself a little bit. But who knows? Let's take a look. What do I know, right? So we have the sun here. So let's take a look at the sun energy. The Six of Wands in reverse. I kind of like this, and I'm going to tell you why. Wow, the Knight of Wands in reverse and the Tower. Okay, all righty. So I want to say this, Capricorn, don't get your ego in a twist. You know what I'm saying? Don't get too crazy. There may be something that you're doing right now for attention that you need to kind of chill out on because it could end up backfiring. Now, for others of you, you may feel like you're not getting the recognition that you deserve, or this is like is very much giving like a Leo reading. Okay, maybe you guys are dealing with a Leo. Maybe this is somebody you're dealing with, or maybe you have Leo placements. But whatever the case, I still think that you're focused on happiness and smiling and having a good time and finding the joy in your life and being the joy really in your own life, whether or not somebody's looking. It's kind of like that stupid ass saying, like, dance like nobody's watching. I feel like you're dancing like nobody's watching in some kind of way. Now, you may feel like there's some kind of creative pursuit that you have been maybe working on in some way, and you may feel like you're not really sure where you're going or like what you're doing, but there's something coming in. There's a tower moment coming in, and it doesn't all have to be humdrum, terrifying all the time. The tower comes in when we haven't made a change, and the universe, God is like, okay, well, guess what? I'm gonna make the change for you. So I kind of feel like there's something going on with that, but it's so that way you can live up to your fullest potential. So let's take a look at that yes card. Tell me about that yes card. The Queen of Pentacles. Okay, well, love that. The 10 of Cups and the 3 of Pentacles. Wowzers. So what's affecting you the most? Well, I think that in the coming month in November, for some of you, you may end up starting up that business that will be really, really successful for you. It could be that you get into a relationship as well. It could be somebody that you work with, or if you're already with a partner, if you're already married, it could be that you and your partner kind of go into business together and actually do something with it. I think that you have coworkers here or a partner that is very easy to work with. I think that you and this person are very much going to build a life together, or if it's not about that necessarily, no, it is though. It could be a family member that you're going into business with as well. Okay, it could be something like that, or you just feel like you have a partner, you have coworkers, you have family that very much appreciate the work that you do and the hard work and the stuff that you brought to the table. I feel like whatever this is, if this is like a business idea or something, like no holds barred. Like you need to totally go for whatever this is because I feel like it's going to do you good. I love that. I love that yes with the Queen of Pentacles. Like that really tells me you're succeeding in some kind of financial endeavor, or you're succeeding at your job, or succeeding, but I feel like you're not going to do it alone. I feel like it's with other people or with another person in some way where maybe you felt like you were too afraid to take some kind of chance. I feel like you're getting ready to do it. So let's go ahead and take a look at that moon in reverse. Tell me about that moon in reverse card for what, I almost said Cancer, for what Capricorn needs to focus their energy on. Wow, the moon twice. 3 of Swords in reverse with a 7 of Wands. Damn. Well, wow. Okay, this is incredibly telling for me. So it's interesting here because we have the 7 of Wands and the 3 of Swords in reverse. The thing, whatever the thing is, whatever made you not believe in yourself, whatever made you feel like you weren't shit, whatever it is, you got to get over it. Like you got to get over it. And I don't know how you're going to get over it. I don't know if it's you got to focus on money, or you have to focus on your self-worth, or you had to figure out what makes you you. I don't know. What is the thing? How do you heal? Because that's really going to tell me a lot about you, because you need to get back to trusting you. You need to get back to trusting your own path and following your own path, and remembering that you are the one that holds the light. It really is about you. So if there's something also that you've been burying, some kind of subconscious issues, etc., like it's okay. It could be something in regards to a mother. This could stem from like a mother or maybe a grandmother or something like that. But this is very emotional to me. There's maybe emotions that you're not really wanting to deal with. I kind of want to get just a little bit more. Can you tell me just a little bit more? The 4 of Pentacles. Okay. So for some of you, you may end up kind of like holding back with your emotions or not saying what you feel. Maybe you don't trust your emotions because you got your heart broken, and now everybody's like, you're kind of in the sense of like, 10 feet bitch with everybody. Maybe you're getting in your ego to kind of like cover up some, mortality, some vulnerable mortality. Like, it's okay. We all need our ego because it protects us in some way. But sometimes our ego can hinder us because what it ends up doing is it causes us to put this wall up. And then, yeah, maybe the hurt doesn't get on the other side, but neither can the other opportunities that are actually good for us. So keep that in mind. Find a healthy balance. So let's go ahead and take a look at that Ace of Swords in reverse. Ace of Swords in reverse for what's about to go well for you. Last shuffle. Ooh, the Hangman. Big realizations about your work. There's the ego. What did I say? What did I say? What did I say? All right. So the Eight of Pentacles is Sun in Virgo, which is like sixth house, right? This is the house of service, health, work, routine. This is also, it can be perfectionism, especially if it's in reverse. However, this is just about hard work and determination. I definitely want to say, and don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to fail. The greatest people in history have failed quite a few times. And so I want to say, don't be afraid to fail because there's something that you're actually going to succeed at. One day, you're just going to swing that hammer and you're actually going to take a crack at something and it's actually going to crack for you. That Ace of Swords in reverse and the Hangman, you don't need to hear what somebody's saying. You don't need to have some kind of proof. You need to listen to your own intuition and your own perspective. I feel like a lot of you, your ego or your pride has somehow hindered you in some way from some kind of opportunities. Whatever self sabotaging, self defeating tendencies that you've had, because the Hangman is Pisces, Pisces is a natural 12th house. And not in your 12, not if you're Capricorn rising, it's Pisces is not your 12th house. Okay. I'm just talking about in generic terms when Aries rising at the start. Okay. Anyway, never mind astrology shit. But you're going to realize how you self-sabotaged and you're going to kind of sit back and have a lot of revelations about you. Once you're able to fix your subconscious and figure out why things are buried down there, the rest of your life is going to change because now you're no longer approaching situations, crises, problems from a subconscious place. You're approaching them from a conscious place. When you're approaching things from a conscious place, you're making conscious decisions. So let's go ahead and take a look here. Your guided messages. We have my will to thy will, micromanaging the universe, and you're not alone, isolation, physical connection, and community. Keep in mind that at the bottom here, we have two star cards, which is interesting to me. For some of you, you may be a star seed. We have star family. You're a part of a team of souls, call and support, and cosmic ancestor, seed the light by staying grounded. So this is interesting to me because I feel like you have ancestors. I feel like you have spirit guides, just saying like, hey, give me a fucking task. Like ask for the thing. You know what I mean? Ask for the thing and it will be granted to you, within reason. Don't get me wrong. Now, with the micromanaging the universe, this is kind of like a let go card. Like, let go and understand that you don't have to have your hands on every little thing. You don't have to have your hands on every little thing, trying to control every little thing because the ego or the pride or whatever. We all have an ego. If you don't have an ego, like, what are you doing with your life? Like, every single person is born with an ego. Okay, that's how we survive. That's why we get up every day and do the things that we do most of the time. So, a healthy ego is not bad. It gets shit done. But I want to say, don't feel like you have to like go behind the universe and teeter totter every little thing and go behind and check for dust bunnies. Like just let the universe do its thing. With you're not alone, physical connection, community, find like minded people. Join a group. I don't know. Maybe if you want to be a businessman or businesswoman, join some kind of group. Birds of a feather flock together, kind of thing. So. Capricorn, I love this for you. Go ahead and listen to this quick message before I let you go, and the best of luck to you in November of 2023. Bye. Thank you so much for watching. Keep in mind, I do have a 50% off sale for all personal readings that is happening from now until next week. So make sure that you guys check that out at www.violettaalexis.com. Also, if you guys want to make potential revenue from my channel, if you guys want to be invited to my private Discord, if you guys want readings from me, make sure that you click the link, the first link that you're going to see in the description box below where it says become more of a personalized part of my channel with Gigastar. Click that link and sign up. It is for a limited time only. We don't have much time left, so make sure that you're signing up now. Also, make sure that you are following me on my Instagram and my Twitter. You can find the information right here on the screen. And also make sure that you are going to my website, violettaalexis.com. I do have personal readings for 50% off right now, and I also sell stuff like crystals, jewelry, and tarot cards. Thanks so much, guys, and I'll see you next time. Hey, Aquarius, how you doing? Welcome to your reading. Let's go ahead and cut to the chase and get right to these cards, okay? So we have the King of Wands in reverse. We have the Tower. We have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. The Eight of Cups. These are your spirit messages, which I'm going to talk about at the end of the reading. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Wands in reverse and the Knight of Cups in reverse. I'm not going to lie. I feel like there's some jealousy or some possessiveness going on. These feelings of maybe inadequacy in some way, this feeling of like, oh God, just wanting to give up or giving in to your more negative emotions, to be completely honest with you. Now, let's talk about your energy. The King of Wands in reverse. This is your current energy. Keep in mind that the roles can be reversed. But the King of Wands in reverse is somebody who's easily wounded, somebody who wants to be a leader, but isn't really a leader. This can be like your male chauvinist. Okay, not saying that you're a male chauvinist. Or this can just be somebody who, is very sensitive, has a very fragile ego for whatever reason. It could just be something that's simply triggering that. Now, what could be triggering that? Well, it could be this Tower moment, being that this is in the placement of what's currently affecting you the most. You could feel like right now you're a little out of control, or you simply don't have control over your life. You could feel like there's something that's just sweeping in and you feel like you're constantly met with resistance. Well, how can you just go with the tide? Ask yourself that. Because then we have the Four of Pentacles in reverse, which is essentially what you need to focus your energy on. So a lot of times in the Four of Pentacles, you'll see on the card, you'll see a guy and he's kind of sitting on the other side of a bend, right? And he's just very focused on the money that he already has. He's very focused on the pentacles he already has, as opposed to a possible new opportunity that's on the other side. And he's like, well, I'll just stay put because I don't really want to take my chances. No, you do need to take a chance on something different because you keep getting doors that are slammed and shut in your face for whatever reason. Now with the Eight of Cups here, this is about what's about to go well for you that you don't really see coming. So you're going to kind of take a little journey with yourself. You're going to take a little journey. This is Saturn in Pisces, which is where Saturn's at right now. I think at 0 degrees until it goes direct on November 4th. So see where Saturn is about to go direct in your natal chart. And I feel like that might give you a little bit of a hint of where life is about to go good. So for instance, if you are a Taurus rising and Saturn is about to go in direct in your 11th house, maybe your dreams, hopes, wishes, recognition for what it is that you've worked on are about to come true in some way. Maybe it's friend groups, maybe if you have Saturn in the 7th house, maybe you're a Virgo rising, right? Maybe something in regards to a relationship is about to move forward, or, maybe you're drawing up boundaries, healthy boundaries in your relationships. Who knows, right? So it really depends on where Pisces is at in your chart. Now, for some of you, it could be your 2nd house. Maybe you're an Aquarius rising, right? You got Saturn in your 2nd house. Maybe your finances and the money that you make, business that you're making. Maybe you can finally make that big purchase, right? It could be something like that. And this could just simply be you going on this path to figure out who you are and what you actually truly want. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at that King of Wands in reverse for the energy. The 7 of Cups. Yeah, I'm not going to lie, and then we have the Hermit and we have the 9 of Wands. All right, so I want to say this, right? Don't let life trip you up and make you forget who you are. Because a lot of the times there can be moments in life where it very much humbles us and we're like, really? Fuck that, right? And we don't want to accept that. We don't want to accept why this is happening, or we don't even want to accept that it's happening when life tends to humble us. But it's usually trying to show us that a door is shut and we need to try to open another one, or we need to kick that bitch down. So you really need to figure out what that is. But I kind of feel like you're living in Delulu land because you don't want to address what's actually happening, when you need to see the reality of a situation about who you are and what you want and what you actually been fighting for and what your soul wants at the end of the day. You know, what inspires you? What motivates you? It's like there's some kind of internal battle that you've been fighting for a really, really long time. And I feel like that's the thing that you need to allow to inspire you instead of putting a cloud around your head and pretending like it's not there. Okay. Then we have the Tower. The Tower is about what's currently affecting you the most. So let's see what that's about. The Page of Swords. Wow, that's really interesting. Then we have the King of Swords and the Five of Swords. Ooh, the Five of Swords and the King of Swords in reverse. So this is about what's affecting you the most. I feel like you probably saw something. That's just my guess. I feel like you saw something where you were like, wow. It was like the universe wanted you to see this shit. The universe wanted you to hear it, see it, whatever it may be. And you saw it, and I feel like it changed your life, or it's changing your life currently, but you want to pretend like you didn't see it. Maybe it's something about yourself. Maybe it's something about somebody else. Maybe it's about an ex. Maybe it's something as minuscule as that, right? The Five of Swords with the King of Swords in reverse, you're starting to realize that you've been gaslit, or that you have been gaslighting somebody else or something else. Gaslighting yourself, even, really. Because there's something that you're coming to a big realization about where you're realizing, wow, I didn't really know the truth about that thing, or I didn't really know the truth about this person, or I didn't really know the truth about myself. I didn't know that I would allow this to happen to me. I didn't know that. But the thing is that you need to get real with yourself and kind of get your head out of your ass and get out of Deluluville, because there's a reason why you're being humbled, or there's a reason why you're feeling this in the moment that you're feeling it. And you're going to realize it's all part of your soul's growth, because you're going to win, but it's that one last push that you need, and it's about taking off those rose-colored glasses and being serious with yourself. So let's take a look at that Four of Pentacles in reverse, and this is where you need to be focusing your energy. What did I say? Okay, so we have the Two of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and then we have the Four of Pentacles in reverse, and we have the Hermit. So let's talk about it, right? So like I just said, right? The Hermit is about who we are, our sense of self-awareness, our sense of healing, being able to trust that we have our own light and that we need to follow it and we need to listen to it. And this is not about you taking a chance on somebody else. This is not about you taking a chance on dipshit down the road. This is not, you know, this is about you taking a chance on you, because what's really holding you back is possibly some kind of love connection. It could be some kind of love connection, or your deep-seated need to maybe be understood, which isn't really an Aquarius trait, but hey, maybe this reading is reversed. Maybe you want to be understood. Maybe you keep repeating cycles in regards to love that's trying to show you who you are. It's not really trying to show you about everybody else and who everybody else is. It's trying to show you who you are. So for instance, if you've been taken advantage of far too many times, and you're like, wow, everybody sucks. Well, you know, you need to stop sucking. You know, you have to stop letting that happen. You have to stop allowing that to happen. And I understand that sometimes we're totally blindsided by things, but allow that to be a stepping stone for your sense of soul's growth, because you're about to hit the next mark. But it's about you. It's about your soul about to hit the next mark. You know, some of you have been going through like a dark night of the soul as well. So then we have the Eight of Cups. Let's talk about the Eight of Cups. Can you tell me about the eight? Wow. So this is about what's about to go well for you. This is incredible to me. So the Eight of Cups to the Knight of Cups. Once you finally walk away from the things that you realize no longer serve you, the things that crossed your boundaries when they weren't supposed to, the things that were not meant for you, the things that caused you nothing but strife and angst and delusionville, right? Once you walk away from those things, you're going to see the other things that come to you. The Knight of Cups, creativity. Maybe you want to be an actor, a writer, a poet. Maybe you're looking for love. You know, maybe you just want to express yourself more. Maybe you just want to find somewhere to lay your head. You know, maybe you just want to find your soul tribe, so to speak. Well, I feel like you're gonna get it. The thing that you want, the everything that you want. What is the thing that you want? What are the things that you want? Is it a family? Is it a career? Is it the house? Is it the Lambo? Whatever it is, it's that you're gonna get it. But it's about you needing to draw up these emotional boundaries and actually take a chance on yourself. So then we have power for your spiritual messages, and we have ancestors. At the bottom of the deck is the revolutionary, which is hilarious because that is kind of you in this deck. And then we have dare to dream. So Once again, you being the revolutionary of the zodiac, you taking a chance on yourself and understanding that you have the power of your ancestors behind you. You have people that believe in your dream. You have ancestors that believe in your path and your vision to take your own personal power back, to be able to get what you want and to be able to elevate into the next dimension, so to speak. Okay. So Aquarius, thank you so much. Make sure that you go ahead and listen to this short message, and the best of luck to you for November 2023. Talk soon. Bye. Thank you so much for watching. Keep in mind, I do have a 50% off sale for all personal readings that is happening from now until next week. So make sure that you guys check that out at www.violettaalexis.com. Also, if you guys want to make potential revenue from my channel, if you guys want to be invited to my private Discord, if you guys want readings from me, make sure that you click the link, the first link that you're going to see in the description box below, where it says become more of a personalized part of my channel with Gigastar. Click that link and sign up. It is for a limited time only. We don't have much time left, so make sure that you're signing up now. Also, make sure that you are following me on my Instagram and my Twitter. You can find the information right here on the screen. And also make sure that you are going to my website, violettaalexis.com. I do have personal readings for 50% off right now, and I also sell stuff like crystals, jewelry, and tarot cards. Thanks so much, guys, and I'll see you next time. Hi, Pisces. Welcome to your reading. Let's go ahead and cut to the chase and get right into it, okay? Let's look at these cards. So we have the Strength in reverse, we have the Hierophant in reverse, the Two of Swords in reverse, and we have the King of Pentacles. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the Tower in reverse and the Two of Pentacles. So let's talk about it. All right, so this is your current energy. This is where you're at right now with the Strength in reverse. You may feel like you're having a very hard time holding back on something, okay? You may feel like you just want to go full force with something and not even really care about the consequences. For others of you, you feel like your pride or your ego was wounded in some kind of way, or maybe you're dealing with somebody who's not very confident, or it could just be a lack of confidence with something. Then we have the Hierophant in reverse, for which is what is currently affecting you the most. This could be a difference of morals or values, spiritual or religious beliefs with a person. What's affecting you most could also be your own stubbornness, okay? Or it could be your own sense of conventionality. Is that a word? You could feel like you are super unconventional, or the people around you are super unconventional. Maybe that's what you want. Maybe you don't. Who knows? This is actually called the Master of Keys in this deck, which I find pretty interesting. Maybe you feel like you don't have the key to something. Maybe you feel like you need to know more about something in order to pursue it, and maybe that's why that Strength in reverse is in reverse. Then we have the Two of Swords in reverse, which is where you essentially need to focus your energy. I'm going to be straight up with you. Stop fucking around. There's clearly a decision that you need to make where maybe you need to stop being so passive about it, and you just need to do it. You just need to make the decision. You just need to confront the issue. You just need to confront the conflict, or you just need to get the thing done. Stop procrastinating and make a decision is basically what this is saying. Now, what's about to go good for you that you may not see coming is the King of Pentacles. If you have a business, maybe a client-based business, that could end up going really well at this time. Maybe you start a business, maybe you're doing really good with your home life, your family life, etc. This King of Pentacles here, I love that he has all of these like butterflies around him, and he has these flowers. It's also a tiger, which I find pretty interesting. Some of you could be a tiger in Chinese astrology. I am. So some of you guys could be quite fearless, or you might end up attracting a King of Pentacles type who's actually quite fearless, or somebody who can be very protective, or somebody who's very much a protector and a provider in some way. I feel like something is changing in a positive way for all those butterflies to show up. Now, at the bottom of the deck, the Tower in reverse and the Two of Pentacles. This is kind of like the why that this is all happening. This almost just feels like you're going through the motions with something. Like it's another boring ass day. You're going through, you're going through the motions. You're afraid of change. You're stuck where you're at in some way, and maybe you're just not feeling very confident to do something different. So let's look. Let's go ahead and clarify that Strength in reverse energy. Please tell me about that Strength in reverse energy for Pisces. The Empress in reverse. Wow, I hate to see that. The Four of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups in reverse. So, let's talk about it. So this could definitely be you kind of losing your confidence in some way because of a shitty ass relationship. It could be that you feel like you're not being emotionally supported by the people that you care about. You could feel like it's their egos that are constantly getting in the way. You could feel like a relationship, somebody you were in a relationship with, whether that was familial, whether that was romantic, maybe it's a friend, but this is more something that was like super established and very like bonding in a very like lovey-dovey way, whether it's family or romantic partner. So I feel like it's something more like that, where you feel like you have to give too much of yourself because you're not worth something. Like, you may tell yourself, "Oh, I'm worth this and I'm worth that," but like, look at your actions. Are you giving too much to people that don't deserve it? Are you giving too much to people that won't even lift a finger for you? What is it? Do you feel like you have to overcompensate by, walking around like a peacock? You know what I'm talking about? Fluffing your feathers and doing this, that, and the third because you feel like you're not worthy? How are you betraying yourself that is not authentic to you because you're trying to appease others, even though they're not emotionally supporting you anyway? So you kind of feel beside yourself or inside of yourself. Now, there's a change coming, and I feel like it's going to be very important for you to focus on that. The Hierophant in reverse. This is currently what's affecting you the most. So, can you tell me about the Hierophant in reverse for what's affecting Pisces the most, please? Wow, the King of Wands. Interesting. The Queen of Cups, the Seven of Swords. So, this is once again making me feel like you're too afraid to express emotions. Like, you're avoiding your emotions. You're keeping your emotions to yourself because you feel like what? Like, you don't deserve to express your emotions to somebody. You feel like you have to keep it all together while everybody says they're dumb shit and you don't agree with their morals or their values, or, what is it? Because I feel like you're looking at somebody like they're pretty ignorant possibly, and it's like, well, maybe you need to let somebody know about themselves. Stop swallowing it, stop eating the shit. um this could also be somebody that you are viciously attracted to, that you feel does not align with you in any capacity, yet you keep giving and giving and giving to it anyway, shutting your own sense of self-worth down or what it is that you actually deserve just because you find somebody that is attractive, and it could just be, for some of you, it's that somebody is actually quite unconventional or not somebody that you would usually date or hang around or whatever it is, and that could be making you not even want to pursue it because of that, when it actually could be maybe you need to do something different. Who knows? So I'm just saying, don't shortchange yourself because you're too afraid of change, right? Don't shortchange yourself. Alrighty, and not really sure what happened there, so let's go ahead and move on. All right, so we have the Two of Swords in reverse, which is what you need to be focusing your energy on. So tell me about that Two of Swords in reverse. You have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse, the Tower in reverse, the 5 of Swords in reverse. Wowzers. So, when it comes to your dreams, your hopes, your wishes, your end game, where you see yourself in 10 years, what you want to do with the next 10 years, where you see a current relationship going, where you don't, etc., you finally need to make that decision. Because if you feel like something is failing, if you're actually seeing it failing, but you keep trying to hold up like a dead flower, it's still a dead flower. You know, you can try to plant it back in the ground, it's still a dead flower. That's what it is. And so the sooner you realize that, the sooner that you can actually physically make the change, so that way you can move forward in your life, because there's something that's holding you back, and it's the dead flower that you're essentially holding. That's what it really is. What is dead. you know that's just what it is. It doesn't mean that you can't plant new seeds and grow something else, but there's something that's already dead. you know and so maybe you need to do a little switcheroo here, because you feel like, oh my god, I just can't win, I just can't win. Your higher self is screaming to you, let go of the wheel and allow the change to come in and allow the tower to fall. So let's look at that King of Pentacles. Sorry, I hate it. I don't like when they're disorganized. So tell me about that King of Pentacles for what's about to go well for Pisces. Last shuffle. The Nine of Swords in reverse, the Chariot, and the Fool. Okay, well, love that. So I feel like for some of you, you may have a masculine coming in. Could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, absolutely. But this is a general read, so keep that in mind. I feel like this is somebody who's going to alleviate some kind of financial stress, okay? Maybe it's a roommate. Maybe you got somebody that's going to move in. You know, they're going to start paying you rent. Maybe you have somebody here who wants to actually invest in your business. Maybe you meet a partner if you're not partnered up already and they bring in a lot of money, you know, so then you obviously benefit. Maybe you have a partner now and you're realizing that they're doing really, really well in their job. And so they're going to start leveling you up, really, right? I feel like you got somebody possibly who's going to level you up, but it could also be that you're leveling yourself up. This is like, I just heard that Akuna Matata song, or what is it? Ain't no worries for the rest of your days. That's what I just heard. And it's because you take some kind of leap. You push against your fear of change and you stop doing the day to day, well, let's just wake up, brush our teeth, go to work, wipe our ass right now. Like you're actually doing something different with your life, and that's why life is doing something different with you. So then we have house 4 for your spirit messages, sextile, which holds the same energy as Venus. And then you have fixed and trine down here. So trine holds the same energy as Jupiter, and the sextile holds the same energy as Venus. Well, what's a sextile? A sextile in astrology is essentially a very beneficial opportunity, but you need to take it. House 4 is here. This can talk about family, home, your childhood, and your past, or what makes you comfortable. I feel like you're going to have an opportunity. Maybe it is a roommate, right? Because this can represent the home. Maybe it is a roommate. Maybe you have somebody that wants you to move in with them. Maybe your family's going to help you in some way. You have a very, very beneficial opportunity, but you need to actually take it. A sextile isn't going to just fall into your lap. However, I will say this. We have trine and fixed here. Well, trine holds the same energy as Jupiter. Now, a trine just simply does fall in your lap without you trying. And fixed is here. And this talks about fixed energy is about stability, persistence, loyalty, and dependability. So I feel like whatever the thing is that you've been working on, right? Slow and steady wins the race, one foot in front of the other. You keep persistent with whatever that is. And I feel like you are going to have something kind of fall into your lap. Now, whatever this opportunity is for like home, family, whatever it is, keep in mind that you have to take this. It will be presented to you, but you have to grab it or it's going to wither away. Okay. So, Pisces, make sure that you listen to this quick message before you get out of here. The best of luck to you for November 2023, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Thank you so much for watching. Keep in mind, I do have a 50% off sale for all personal readings that is happening from now until next week. So make sure that you guys check that out at www.violettaalexis.com. Also, if you guys want to make potential revenue from my channel, if you guys want to be invited to my private Discord, if you guys want readings from me, make sure that you click the link, the first link that you're going to see in the description box below where it says become more of a personalized part of my channel with Gigastar. Click that link and sign up. It is for a limited time only. We don't have much time left, so make sure that you're signing up now. Also, make sure that you are following me on my Instagram and my Twitter. You can find the information right here on the screen. And also make sure that you are going to my website, violettaalexis.com. I do have personal readings for 50% off right now, and I also sell stuff like crystals, jewelry, and tarot cards. Thanks so much, guys, and I'll see you next time.